Chrysler.
There's no T in Chrysler.
Yeah, that's right. I'm taking it out. I'm keeping the Christ in Chrysler. I didn't even. Oh my gosh. I made the post, but I didn't type anything in it. I just have a picture of the ice climbers.
Hell, they'll figure it out.
Hold on, I gotta do it again. Delete the tweet. Delete the tweet. Do it over. I should play as white DK today, shouldn't I?
I guess you should.
Yeah.
White or green? There's no red.
There is no red. There used to be, but they took that out in the war.
Hello, audio test. Hello.
Audio, you sound good. I haven't messed with your volume yet. I might turn you down that smidgen, but
Yeah, I'm just a little bit loud. Not too much.
Loud. Just as long as you don't scream.
No promises.
I knew it. I flippin' knew it. I knew you were gonna.
I finally have started using a compressor on my streams, but that's only through OBS, not Discord.
I see. So I can't really do anything about that.
I will try to contain myself while getting punched in the face.
Edition of Super Smash Fridays. Starting now. That's good enough. Let's go. The great thing about this new Twitter feature is that I can see how many people don't pay attention to me.
Yeah, I heard people complaining about that you can no longer opt out of seeing your Twitter view count.
Yeah, that's not going to be good for some people, I can tell.
You're gonna have Pokemon next week.
Yes, I might have Pokemon next week. Although I'm probably not going to stream it just yet. I got a buddy who I want to stream games with. All right, now we can start. It's the Wickersham Leader Show with today's episode. I'll deck your halls. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Before we get right into the actual fights today, I'm gonna do a little bit of practicing. Zalrog's gonna watch. He wanted to watch. Meh. He can't help it. It's a condition. Sorry. My father was a mobster, and my mother was an actress who played mobsters. I have no hope. It's genetic. All right, let's just get right into it. So, what am I going to practice today, pray tell? I think that... Well, I want to do some combo stuff still. And there are some things I can't really practice on my own, like reacting to out-of-shield options. I can't really do anything about that, can I?
I would be happy to help. The only issue is that we can't, change percentages if we were to do, practice against an opponent.
I'll do, half an hour of this, maybe, and then I'll see how I feel about it. But
hello, Dark Mario Bros.
We got put, because...
Gotta be the white DK.
I forgot. Excuse me. We'll live.
There's a training mod that's very popular for this game for modded switches, and I wonder if it allows online multiplayer training.
Maybe.
Not suggesting using it. I'm just curious.
Most of my I've been trying to get this one a lot. The hold on. The bear, the double bear combo off of a grab, and it just doesn't happen online.
The Discord stream ended, by the way.
Discord stream ended. Yeah. Why did that happen?
I don't know.
Can you see it now?
I don't see anything. It's just the call screen. There it is.
Okay, I don't know what happened to it. Well, whatever. Hold on, so this one. Hello, Starfumi. Okay, you can see how not true that was, though. Like, there was a full second where Pit could do something.
I forget what exactly the online has like 20 seconds, 20 seconds of input delay.
Oh, you know what? That's fair. Where's the lie, though? Oh, I'm dead.
That was also news that came up recently. Goji posted it in the Smash Brothers channel. Apparently, there is a mod that has managed to cut down the online input delay by like 5 frames.
Huh.
So they brought it down to like 15 frames instead of the 20.
That's not bad at all. That's like what you get when you play Dolphin.
Unfortunately, because Nintendo is Nintendo, they have had to be very wary about
Releasing that.
making it known.
Yeah.
And apparently some bad apple decided to take it into online quick play and gain an advantage. So,
Oh, wow. How does that even work in online quick play?
I am surprised that it would, because normally that would like crash the system if one is modded and the other player is not.
Yeah.
Things like that usually is just for arena play when both players have the mod installed. Still, I think it's cool that it proves that it is possible to reduce the input delay, and I look forward to its implementation in the future. If only
that one was true, but the timing is very strict, and of course it's also percentage dependent. So you know it doesn't feel too great.
I mean, all combos are percentage dependent.
I guess I don't know how
Just
much.
how big is your window?
Yeah, I don't know what DK's window is like compared to other characters, but I feel like I don't know. In some ways, it feels like it's more percentage dependent.
Which would be a smaller window.
Yeah. Then again, but playing against a real person is so different that it's so different from playing against an AI. It's like, but like I could tell you that, But
it is, but it's still, things like this are still useful for the sake of just consistency.
Yeah.
Which I have none of. I'm very poor at ensuring that what I want to happen actually goes through to the buttons.
Yeah, that tracks. Sometimes it's better to hit the weak spot so you can hit the strong spot yet, so I don't know his timing windows. Well, when I have, I can hit the strong spot, like, the problem is that it's very tight. It's very tight, and it's so tight that I don't think I can pull this off online, which is a shame, because this would be a great combo if I could land it more consistently.
I wonder if there are combos that just simply can't be done online.
I think
because
a
of
lot
the
of
buffer
cheat
difference.
combos can't be done online. Like, maybe not a lot, but enough for it to be a huge hindrance.
How do the audio levels sound to you guys? I think I might still be a little bit loud.
You seem fine. I mean, are you hearing yourself? 35 is too high, maybe 30? We'll try 30. It's okay. Okay, they think it's fine. Yeah. It's kind of tough to get that That's one that I still struggle with. The slingshot just sometimes doesn't come out. That's the problem I had with the other one. You're not moving backwards during the back air? No, I am. But then again, is it enough that it's true, or... There we go. See, you gotta, like, move in a very particular way to get it to happen sometimes.
Have you tried training mode against a fast faller yet?
No.
You don't dare?
Well, I don't expect it. I don't expect to be able to do it online, is the thing. I could, like, let's swap out for Fox. Is he the fastest faller?
He's one of the, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, yes. Let me,
I thought you were about to ask if he was a fast faller, and I was like, yeah, he's like the extreme example.
Nothing festive here, buddy? Okay, you get green. I want ugly Christmas sweater. I want ugly Christmas sweater Ganon.
I would be down for that. A lot of Sora's more complex IDJ combos get gutted online because of delay. It's a very specific rhythm you have to get to make them true. I still think Ganon skins aren't really, like, colorful enough, but boy, they're so much more so than Smash 4.
I mean, it could be worse. It could be Cloud's alternate costume colors. All of the Advent Children ones still have black as a main color.
Sephiroth's, you can't even tell his alt for the shirtless ones because it's just the pants that change.
That's true, and they change ever so slightly. It's like Sonic and Pac-Man's problem, but worse. Hello, Zawardo.
Between this and shiny Pokemon, Nintendo has some weird problem with, like, changing a character's color or design too much.
Well, for Pac-Man and Sonic and Cloud and Sephiroth, those are definitely mandates by the original studios, you know?
Yeah.
Like, Pac-Man was only allowed to be yellow, which sucks because it's harder to see the gloves than his body.
It is. It's frustrating.
Sonic is only allowed to be certain shades of blue, which is better, mind, but...
Even the other characters, though, there's so much more potential for alts than is in this game.
That's true. What do you think is Ganon's worst alt?
They're all terrible.
I think Ganon could definitely go ahead with having an alt of each of the other Ganondorfs.
That would be amazing. Hyrule Warriors did that, and they did it great.
Okay, so I can hit the first one pretty consistently against Fox, and that's assuming he doesn't do anything. But getting the second one is hard because I can't start moving to the right until after I've hit it. Nope, I did it.
Hello, I am Zelrog. I also stream, and I play on here
is my friend Zelrog.
Just about every week.
Yeah.
I'm the silly Ganon Bowser guy with the butt me.
That up air bear isn't true.
Does DK get anything at all off of D-throw?
It's a mix-up. Sometimes I do, well, D-throw on its own, you mean not cargo D-throw?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think so, come to think of it. Let me try. No, I can't, I mean, they move pretty far. Let me try at 0. Can I even do anything with it at 0? Kind of. Like, but you could clearly see that Fox is actionable.
Yeah.
Like, he can't really, you know, he can clearly do something that's minus on hit. That's great. I love that. Don't you love using an attack and getting punished for it? I mean, if he's at 30, I might be able to get something.
It's hard to make all of a character's throws, like, useful.
Yeah.
Pretty much everyone in this cast has at least one useless throw.
That's true. But at least DK's got 8, so... That kind of works. Only problem is that I've already used my jump to initiate that, so I can't do anything to follow up on it or anything. Cargo down throw can lead to a tech chase. Yes, I use cargo down throw. I use cargo down throw pretty well. I mean, you could start the arena, but I think people are just gonna wait for me to start it anyway. I use cargo down throw to like as a, again, that's more of a mix-up option. That does work, but it's not very consistent.
So you did a labbing stream last Saturday, right?
Yes, and that was just
this?
labbing. And I think this new way I'm doing it, where I start like with a half hour of labbing and then going right into it, I think that's gonna be how I'm gonna do it from now on. I don't want to do a full hour because I know some people get here like right away, and I don't want them to just wait forever. But you guys seem to like helping me lab stuff at least, which is nice.
So I'm aware that back air is DK's main neutral tool. Can he go in with an aerial and then follow up with something like a grab?
Well, what I like to do in neutral actually is use Nair. It's not as effective, but it's easier to hit.
Can you follow up Nair at 0 with anything else?
You can, yeah, here. You can do a D-tilt. Sometimes the Nair itself causes tripping. You just gotta hit it at a very particular angle. I can't really do it consistently. Gotta push Fox. There we go. That's hoping. It's always a 30% chance for it to trip.
It's also assuming that they don't shield Nair.
Yeah. It's easier to hit, but like Bear is safer if you can space it properly, which is kind of hard for me to do. I suck at spacing. Like if I do that, that's pretty safe. I don't know how. I mean, Fox could probably react to it. Oh, well, thank you, Zawar, though.
Using the C-stick, you can do an approaching bear, right?
Not the C... Well, I use the C-stick because it's easier, but you don't need to. What it's called is a slingshot. You run up, let's say I'm going facing right here, right? You run up, and then you quickly flick down left, and then let it return to neutral, and then you do a jump and attack with an aerial to the right. So, but I did it wrong. If they're at a little bit of a higher percentage, let's say around 20, let's say around 30, and you land it right, which is kind of hard to do. You can follow up with the second one.
It's a good thing to warm up before arena streams.
Yeah.
Just the slingshot.
Yeah. You probably have seen it where you just reverse bear by flicking the stick to the opposite direction. That works, but it's not like as good or as consistent as doing a slingshot. At least he'll always neutral get up. If only everybody else would always neutral get up.
If only everyone was a level 3 CPU.
Oh, yeah, that would be nice, wouldn't it? Getting that second hit is a little tough. But, hey, maybe somebody will be thrown off by it. Oh my gosh, you can recover from that? That's pretty low. One thing I do struggle to do a lot, and this is both in person and online, is if I want to use hand slap, I struggle to use just one. I find myself mashing it twice, and then he'll automatically do another one, even if you're not holding the button because of the buffer.
It's grounded you.
Yeah, you can't do another one in the air.
When's the last time that you played this offline?
I don't get the chance to play this offline, really. You know, I pretty much can only really play this online, so... Which kind of sucks, because I can only lab offline.
You could try the opposite extreme, fight someone like Luigi.
That's a good point. We could try that, a little bit of that.
Samus is a heavy floaty.
Yeah. Heavy floaties tend to be a little bit easier to combo. But then again, Samus has a lot going on. I also realize you say it like the Melee announcer.
Say it, Samus?
Yeah.
As opposed to Samus.
Where is, oh right, Luigi. Luigi! I
But
lost
every other language besides English is like A, E, I, O, U.
Yeah.
I default to that. Samus.
I don't have any... Well, green is fine.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, football.
A regular go-kart track.
A highway with cars still on it.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Wow.
Poor Luigi.
They just default to up special, huh?
A lot of the CPUs just kind of aren't programmed to use all their recovery options and were never updated.
Yeah.
The Mii Brawler one has no idea how to use feint jump.
I guess the other problem... I mean, the problem with Mii Brawler is that they also... That AI has to account for, like, what, 25 different setups?
Yeah, but the moves are generally pretty simple.
You'd think it
It's
would be on
also-
you'd think it would be on a per move basis as opposed to the character as a whole, then.
Yeah.
But then again, there's also almost 100 characters in this game. Well, it's not that close.
It's more.
It's like
It wouldn't
80.
really. The problem is that the CPU doesn't suffer too much from having the others underprogrammed as it does feint jump. Because that's just so vital for him to have any recovery. As of now, the CPU just dies off stage.
Okay, I can't really combo Luigi into that second hit. Let me try at a lower percentage. Because he's very floaty and falls slowly. So he's got the opposite problem that Fox has, where he just doesn't fall fast enough to connect into it.
Are you able to fast fall into the second hit?
Oh, I am. But I struggle to deal with fast fall properly. I'm always scared I'm always
I see.
scared
I
I'm
feel
gonna
like you
die.
don't fast fall very often, and I think that's probably has something to do with your disadvantage being so exploitable.
Yeah. I tend to fast fall and kill myself a lot. I don't know if other people do that, though.
It just means you need to get used to it.
Okay, so I can fast fall into that second hit. Interesting. I wonder if I should do that online.
Given that DK has so little to work with in mixing up his recovery, just choosing when and if to fast fall is a big thing to keep your opponent guessing.
That's assuming I'm above them. And honestly, most of the time the safest thing for DK is to go low.
No, even on the side.
I really do struggle to mix up my recovery options, but there are just some characters where I can't. Where it's
I'll play some
it's like, how do I deal with being off stage? Well, don't go off stage, idiot. That's your fault. You went off stage as Donkey Kong.
I'll play some Ganon today. Try to watch my matches when I get knocked off stage, because I fast fall most of the time at some point to avoid getting
I feel
predicted.
like Ganon actually has a lot more to do. He can do a reversal a lot easier than DK can.
He gets more vertical distance. The big thing with Ganon's recovery is that his can be used against him by players that are aware of that fact.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I see you almost never use Flame Choke for pretty much that exact reason.
No, because they can intentionally jump into it.
Into you, yeah. I mean, when if I ever notice a Ganon that likes to do that, sometimes I'll just stand on ledge and let them kill themselves.
I try to do that when I fight another Bowser, but they never fall for it. They never use the side B bite near ledge.
Okay. See, another thing about a lot of combos in Smash is that it's muscle memory. You'll land it if you get the muscle memory, but the muscle memory is different online.
And then you also have to account for DI and character-specific interactions. Good luck with Zero Suit Samus. She's got like that frame 3 invulnerability flip jump.
I hate Zero Suit Samus in general because of the projectile just gets me every time.
And it's a free kill because of her up special. Assuming percentage.
Yeah. Everything else about ZSS isn't so bad either, it's just that one. Well, also, you know what? I do struggle with tether grabs, but she's got a projectile and a tether grab. And it's a pretty fast tether grab, too, not like Min Min. Min Min's tether grab is so bad that I can easily avoid it.
Also one of those skinny characters who lies prone and just low profiles everything.
One thing I do struggle with is dealing with get-up option. He actually used Green Missile. Did you guys see that? Rare footage of the Luigi bot using Green Missile to recover. Of course, he didn't charge it all the way, but, like, whatever. Oh, it's snowing. Thank goodness. I would like it to be a white Christmas.
I have a very thin layer of snow currently. We're supposed to be in a winter storm.
I've heard about, like, this crazy winter storm that's supposed to happen. It's supposed to give, like, everyone snow, even if you're, like, in the south.
I heard Iowa's gonna have temperatures of, like, -20 or
Crazy.
lower. That's American, not Celsius.
Right. You know, say what you will about length measurements and weight measurements, but at least they can agree what 0 is.
No, zero is different for Fahrenheit and Celsius.
That's what I was saying. I was saying, say what you will about weight and length and height, but they can agree what 0 is. Celsius, Fahrenheit, and Kelvin all have different zeros. Yeah. Kelvin's is the only one that is right. It's absolute 0.
I wonder if Congus is still here.
He is. He should be. Alright. 28 minutes? Yeah. Oh, we'll go. We'll start the lobby. I'm not confident in my abilities to win, but when am I ever?
Season's beatings.
Don't... Season's beatings. Ah, I remember being back with my parents. No, he's here. See, I told you. I knew Congus wouldn't leave us. I knew he wouldn't.
No, I figured he would talk more during the labbing part.
I didn't ask him anything.
Yeah. That must have meant you were doing everything right.
Alright, no password. Gotta set it to 8 people. And I gotta use my Christmas rule set. Because you guys deserve it.
Ice climbers only.
I'm pretty sure my Christmas rule set only has Icicle Mountain as a stage. Hold on, let me make sure.
I still wish that you could set, like, stage by stage, battlefield hazards on off.
Yeah, it is just that one. Yeah, it's just Icicle Mountain.
We can't select just the winter Minecraft stage.
No, we can't. Alright, so it's gonna be random Battlefield and Omega, so at least we'll have some variance. It's the only one, I'm sorry. It's not Icicle Mountain, it's Summit, excuse me. Icicle Mountain is the bad one from Melee. 2G.
There have been worse stages.
I don't know. There's a reason that none of the vertical scrolling stages ever came back in this one. But they kept Pac-Land.
You know what's real fun? Kiting someone with grenades and bombs on Pac-Land.
Oh, yeah?
Joyous time.
You don't need to see the stream anymore, right? 'Cause you hear it.
Yeah.
All right.
3, 2, 1, go!
Oh, I hate spot dodge.
Isn't that the only mechanic in Rivals? Like, there's dodging but no shielding?
I don't know. I've never played Rivals. What is this? Oh shoot, I can't put this on! Somebody's playing non-video game music again. Shoot. I have to...
Is it possible to have, like, moderators for Nightbot?
Maybe. That would be nice. Alright.
Or the music bot? Does Nightbot hand... Yeah, Nightbot is in charge of music.
Yeah. Oh,
Why
how
does
did
it
that
have
reach?
to be video game music? Because he's worried about copyright strikes.
Yeah, I don't want them to mute the video.
Fly Me to the Moon from Bayonetta. Is that like a special cover that won't get struck?
I don't think it will get struck. I think that one should be fine. Well, if you play it in the stream, where they won't know what'll happen. I just have a general rule of stick to like video game music. That tends to not get me in trouble, except Cuphead. Cuphead gets me in trouble.
Immediately we get an Incineroar with no chill.
That's why we're here.
The chill?
Yeah, because it's the icicle. It's the ice stage. You know, I wish Ice Climber's ability to have no traction loss on ice actually mattered.
That's a thing?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go!
But it only works on the Ice Climber stages, because those are the only ones with ice. Well, I guess any custom stage you make with ice, and Mario Maker also can have ice on it.
Does the snow on Minecraft not,
No, that doesn't have ice physics.
Can Steve make ice blocks?
Yes. On Icicle Mountain, I believe. Just no, Icicle Mountain and Hollow Bastion, I think, are the only. No, not even Hollow Bastion. Just Summit. Summit is the only stage where Steve will replace his dirt blocks with ice.
Terry gets a deceptive distance on his up special.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of characters do, to be fair. Recovery in this game is super safe compared to other Smash games. A lot of characters get moves that either protect them on a few sides or go really insane distances.
You heard of power creep? No, we have recovery creep.
We do kind of have recovery creep, but the game, there are lots of ways to stop somebody from recovering, so it's not too bad. But it is annoying when I, like, you know, I'm DK, so when I fight the villager and Isabelle, I kind of can't do anything unless I get that timing just right and hit them below the balloon. Actually, I'm pretty sure even if you hit them out of the recovery, it hits the balloon first, but I'm not certain on that.
I hate contesting snakes.
Snake isn't that bad, because he kind of can't do anything. I mean, you get that hitbox when he lets it go, but he can't let go before he's ready. And since snakes like to stay in the air a lot, I like when they're recovering, they like to mess around and stay in the air so that they can.
Oh, they can afford to recover high every time because they're still actionable.
Yeah. So I use that to my advantage a lot.
Imagine if K. Rool got that.
That would be pretty fun. K. Rool's, you know, after a while, K. Rool's isn't all that bad to deal with.
No, because it's extremely vulnerable from the side.
From the side. But not every character can get him from the side, I guess.
Yeah. I feel like I should be able to punish Incineroars better than I can. It's probably just matchup inexperience.
One that I have a super hard time punishing, but that's not just me as Inkling. It's basically free. Kind of can't do much about it unless you get it like just the right time. It's so quick, you're basically not going to punish that online.
It's quick, but it doesn't really have any. It doesn't have like any hitboxes.
It has a hitbox on the beginning and when it lands.
Yeah, but not in travel, which is when you're trying to contest it. As opposed to, like, Marth and Lucina's give up. Don't bother trying.
Yeah. I think maybe Dr. Mario can contest Marth and Lucina. He's got that kick.
The dare?
No, his nair. It just has such a long-lasting hitbox.
Yeah, but they have a disjointed. They'd be led by ledge by that time.
Oh yeah. If I could consistently avoid that side special, that would like make this matchup so much easier for me.
You can't punch it. Can you hit him out of it?
No, he's got super armor.
That's what I thought.
You can't even hit it, and you definitely can't hit him out of it after he's already grabbed you, like if you're doing doubles. You can't hit him out of it after he's grabbed somebody else.
Oh, here goes nothing. Ho, ho, ho.
No Christmas DDD.
No, this is his closest is his default. This is the red and white.
Yeah, you know what? That kind of works. It's just not that jolly of a guy. No matter how many barbecue-flavored tater chips he has.
It's pretty jolly anytime the conversation is, I don't know, about himself.
That's a good point. You're still big. So, how long have you been playing DDD for?
Since the game came out, I guess.
You don't play him all that often, but you've been doing it a lot more recently, so that's why I ask.
I play a variety of characters just for the sake of, just for fun. I just let that happen.
Yeah. I also have a problem punishing. If I do spot dodge that grab, I have a hard time punishing it. Sorry, he still gets back.
Ah,
He's been
that's
doing
bad.
that every time. What if DDD had super armor on that dash attack?
That'd be nice. Not for the opponent.
It's like K. Rool, but better because it's on his entire body.
I should have just gone down with him.
Well, I think he mashed out. Oh, almost. If you had waited. How do you song request? Type !SR and then give me a YouTube or SoundCloud link. That was so much shield. Just free shield damage for you.
Yeah. He's waiting for me to do something.
You know he's gonna do something, but when is he gonna do it? He's just standing there.
Menacingly!
I was doing a Simpsons bit.
Oh.
It's okay. It's a crossover. Man, I love
Hello, online.
eating pant. I hate when these songs just have like a minute or more of silence at the end of it. I can't play this one.
111. I'm feeling confident.
Confident. You know, I always wondered, why did SA2 have... I'm noticing this Rise Star song does the same thing, but why does all of SA2's song have, like, the level name, have, like, a title, and then for the level name? Have you noticed that they did that? Like, a lot of Rouge's song especially.
What do you mean?
Like, it says, I'm a spy for, and then it'll say, I don't know, Red Mountain or something.
That's death. You mean like the lyrics in the song?
No, hold on. SA2 song titles. Yeah, Highway in the Sky for Final Rush is the name of one of the songs.
That sounds like something they would use as like a production note, and they just left it in.
Space Trip Steps for Meteor Herd. Fly in the Freedom theme of Rouge. Rumbling HWY for Highway Street, for Mission Street. But sometimes they don't. Sometimes it just has the part.
Oh, Dark Mario missed his turn.
Uh-oh. Alright, so, Fumi, when you get back to me, we have a rotation rule, so before, like, after this battle, whether you win or lose, you just go to the back.
3, 2, 1, go!
What game could you use to give a nice Christmas-themed, stage? Billy Hatcher. They like that one Frozen Kingdom. They use that in all the Sonic and all the Sonic game stuff. One thing that I do really need to figure out how to get beyond is using headbutt and spinning Kong disadvantage. I don't even mean to do it, it just happens.
Yeah. Easy to fall back on habits. That was a very Hail Mary up special from Congus.
Yeah. Maybe it was
Just like from one revenge, he went all the way up to 75% again.
You get a single jab as punishment. There it is.
You know what's really underrepresented in Smash Brothers? The Elf Bowling franchise.
Oh yeah? Did you watch the movie?
There was a movie. I knew about that, and I forgot about it. I bleached it from my mind.
Goofy likes to go for that up special kill, but he keeps doing it too close to ledge, so it just misses.
Woofy?
That's the name Star Fumi. Star Fumi. Fumi likes to go for that up special kill, but it doesn't land on the ground. It just I expect the idea is to take the opponent with you, as there is a spike hitbox on the top there, but I don't think it works.
Well, you get this free revenge off of Ike's recovery.
That's true. There's actually a lot of people that can kind of just invalidate Ike's recovery.
No, it wouldn't. I don't think it would interrupt the recovery, but it would. He can't stop the sword from going above stage and feeding him.
Yeah.
Is what I meant.
When I play against Chrom, that's basically free, because Chrom doesn't grab ledge right away. Oh, you didn't switch to the other one. All right, good rotation. I'm glad that, you know, after all this time, I really haven't had anybody complain about the rotation rule. I thought more people would hate it, but no, everybody's pretty chill about it.
Yeah.
You know what I did the other day? I buried Pac-Man on the hydrant. I didn't know that was a thing you could do.
Huh. Hydrant's got some weird mechanics that I don't know the details of. I know that Steve's blocks are treated just fully like a wall, such that not even Gunner's Stealth Burst, the side B that I use, goes through them. It just stops at a Steve block. I don't think it does at Hydrant, though.
Oh, he didn't pass through.
Nick, you're doing it again.
Yeah, but I knew he was gonna fall into it. And he did. Just... Oh, he teched it. He's at...
I don't really think of Donkey Kong as a character who is like really dependent on percentages for kills.
Shoot. Yeah?
You're right, though. A lot of his stuff just kind of stops working. Fortunately, after a high percent enough, he can just grab is just a kill.
Yeah. After like 80%, I don't think DK has any combos, really.
Yeah. the hydrant?
I didn't want to hit the hydrant. I wanted to do up air on Pac-Man, but I did a fair instead.
You really should be able to grab hydrant. Just saying.
You mean like pick it up like an item?
Yeah, barrel, cargo throw it. Maybe next game is the one that will finally get like a bunch of reworks.
Combo. Well, it's a true combo at certain percentages. Oh wow, I just ate that.
I'll slowly walk up and F smash him.
Thank you, Kit Ken Blaster.
Maybe next game is the one we'll finally get a bunch of reworked characters. Maybe that's how they'll make it stand out.
I don't know what
and
I
Donkey
don't know.
Kong
I don't know
will
if I
finally
want
have
another
barrels.
one. I don't know if I want to give DK a projectile. You definitely can't just slap a projectile onto DK as he is.
I give Bowser a projectile too. He needs it.
He's got one. And it's really good. Like, Flame Breath does what it needs to do really well.
I have a very hard time imagining Dead Man's Volley on Ganon. It being, like, useful in any way. Because it's just Gordos, which are not great.
Gordos are pretty good, but, like, they're easy to counter.
Walk up slowly and punch him. He'll never expect it.
Oh, of course I'm on the wrong side. Of course I was on the wrong side.
Is it plausible to barrel punch at ledge, or does it just take too long to recover?
Ugh.
If they rework Sonic, I want him to have a chili dog taunt. Please no.
My gosh. I'm losing because of these situations where it's like a toss-up. When he doesn't have his go move, this guy couldn't do anything to me. Oh, how did that not hit? How did that not hit? I'm like waiting for the right moment here. This is ridiculous. How did I not get a single strong hit on a bear? How did Spinning Kong go through all of those? How come he couldn't do anything until he got go? Literally lose to win. I can't believe it.
Spinning Kong is not that reliable.
It's a multi-hit move. It should have at least gotten him on that neutral getup. And then, of course, when I was facing the wrong... I want to do more of my grab combos, but I can't get grabs. I can't do the things to play DK. Why did that clang?
No. Hey, come here. You saw that coming somehow.
That time it would have worked.
Oh, I didn't know it could go that low.
Hello, Toon Link. I'm finding it more and more frustrating as I play this game that the fighting game characters automatically turn around.
Yeah.
Because if they're like, you know, tapping jab a lot, like if they're just like, I'm gonna do this as like a way to make them back off and you get around them, then they automatically turn around without them having to do anything and you get punished for it.
Get out of here. No?
Oh, I thought you weren't gonna come back.
Stupid low kick.
Better watch out. They've got the win button.
Ah.
I don't know why I can't do anything today.
He's got two very strong players in right away.
Do I have any water? I do, thank goodness. I keep forgetting to get water before I start streaming.
What, one of y'all's gonna have to hit start.
I don't know how many hours I have on Ultimate.
3, 2, 1, go!
It's easily my most played Smash game, but I really don't know how many hours I have on it. I think I have more hours on it than I do in Team Fortress 2. But I'm not certain.
I'm split between two accounts. It's probably like 3,000 or something.
I get 2 accounts. Why?
When we got this Switch, Jack was still my roommate, so we shared.
Oh,
the
I thought you were talking about
seat
Steam
account.
accounts. I was like, why do you have 2 Steam accounts?
I do also have 2 Steam accounts, but that's I use the second one to wishlist games that I want to watch for sales that I already own. Because there's no way to do that.
You watch it for sale so you can buy it for your friends.
Yeah.
Is that why you bought me that one game that I forgot? Just out of the
Spelunky?
blue. Spelunky 2, yes. You just got me Spelunky
Yeah, that one
2
on
out
sale.
of the Spelunky Blue.
It's also way better for multiplayer than Spelunky 1 because everyone can have their own screen.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. Terry must be cold. I must have talked about this before, but I've always thought that Ice Climber could be a series that they could totally bring back as a series of action puzzle games.
Like 3D?
Not even necessarily 3D. Like, it could have levels with an arcadey feel where you just climb up mountains and complete puzzles to get to the top. Not just like the original where you just climb it. The only reason the original game is even challenging is because the controls are intentionally terrible.
Yeah.
Like, that feels stiffer than Donkey Kong and Donkey Kong Jr.
Do you think they'll ever bring back Stanley?
No. Not
No,
in any
he's
meaningful
gone.
capacity. Maybe they'll put him in Mario Kart Tour.
They brought back Foreman Spike.
Yeah, they did. I don't know why. We still haven't seen what scene he's in, but we know who voices him. I don't, because I don't remember, but...
He's probably just going to be there for like one scene at the start of the movie when they're in Brooklyn.
Maybe yelling at Mario because he dinged his car or something.
Before he gets isekai.
There was that poster with Pauline. I don't know if she's even going to talk or she's just going to be a background character, though.
Do you think the Kongs will be voiced? Like, will Dixie Kong have a speaking line?
I can't imagine Cranky not talking. I feel like that. I mean, the whole sequence of there is clearly that they're trying to get the Kongs together so that they can have an army for. Because you saw the Toads are like, we can't do anything, we're too adorable, and the Kongs are like in the go-kart sequence, so they're probably getting the Kongs to fight for them. I think Cranky's gonna have voice lines. DK's obviously gonna have voice lines.
What if the go-kart sequence is the finale of the movie? There's not even a fight, they just have to beat Bowser in a race.
We probably would have seen Bowser in that race.
Yeah. Well, they can't spoil it.
Are you kidding me? I've seen tons of movies that spoil things. I remember watching the trailer for Sing, that Illumination movie, right? They got this one character who, like, his dad, he's a gorilla, and his dad's like, I have no son, because he's, like, in prison. And then, 20 seconds later, in the trailer, he's like, that's my son! Like, really happy, and it's like, okay, well, thanks for spoiling that entire plot line. Not like we didn't really know. Not like we didn't really know how it worked.
What's the last time DreamWorks did something that wasn't Shrek related?
The last time they did something that was Shrek related back in 2014.
Well, they're doing
Shrek-
Puss in Boots now.
Yeah, you're right. Well, then it would be Trolls, I guess. Or that TV show they made based off of Spirit.
Oh, they did do that.
In 2020, they made The Croods A New Age. And Trolls World Tour. Did they do anything last year? Oh, they did The Bad Guys. That movie looked fun.
Yeah.
I never saw it, though. And of course, a sequel to Boss Baby.
Is that the first time we've seen Terry gymped yet?
No, didn't you do it?
Did I?
You dared him.
Oh yeah, well that counts, I guess.
You beaten?
I get a bread bowl. Sorry.
A bread bowl? Somebody went to Panera. I don't think you're gonna get a kill off of 30%. No! No, that sucks! He got Arsene? Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh! He got Arsene to break the combo. I can't believe it. No. And then, of course, the cherry on top is the counter.
Oh, he left. Terry doesn't want to play anymore.
See you later, Zuardo.
3, 2, 1, go!
Oh my gosh, that lasted so long! Mario Bros got robbed.
Arsene's is the best counter in the game, bar none. Obviously because it's on Arsene mode.
Meanwhile, here comes here comes Peach and Greninja with a counter that misses half the time.
Let me bring up my counter chart, because I don't remember how they stand. I've kept track of this.
I know that that brawler counter is the strongest counter, with something like a 2.5 times multiplier for damage and knockback.
I don't think it's quite that high, but it is a very strong one. It is also the shortest counter, as the earliest FAF.
It's also the only way you can counter Wonder Wing, because he grabs them.
Yeah.
That's so mean. I don't know if this, excuse me, I don't know if this is a me thing, but I swear Dr. Mario's pills are more annoying to avoid than Mario's fireballs. Are they bigger than fireballs?
I don't think they're bigger. Obviously, they can't be like absorbed or reflected by as many things because they're physical, they're not energy
Yeah, they're not
based.
fire. I never considered that, actually. Like, a lot of Marios like to approach with jumping fireball, and Ness can kind of invalidate that just by eating it.
Me Gunner or Ness with absorption just like ruins Snake's day because so many of his moves are explosive.
That's true. Although some
just
of
do
them
nothing.
hit first and then explode, so... Like, me Brawler 2, some of their moves just hit first and then explode, like the pill explosion one, I think. You didn't have to do that. It was Dr. Mario. He wasn't coming back.
Counter Throw has the second highest damage multiplier at 1.5, and Joker's is stronger at 1.6.
Oh. Never jumped, so you just went for it.
Oh yeah, who was playing Doc? Was that Evil Conquer?
No, that was Dark Mario Bros.
Oh, okay.
Evil Conquer was playing Pac-Man earlier, I think. Yeah. I've seen some, like, cool Smash mods, and I think one of the nicest mods I've ever played was just the one that adds more unique colors, so it's easier to see, like a purple Pac-Man or Ms. Pac-Man. I'm sad about Ms. Pac-Man. I don't know.
Yeah.
She's the first character in gaming, and now she's being withheld by somebody who doesn't have the rest of the Pac-Man brand to even do anything with it.
They're just like not allowing Konami the rights to the character.
Namco. But yes.
Namco.
So Pac-Man was not created by Namco. Pac-Man was created... Ms. Pac-Man was not created by Namco. The story goes that there were these college students who made this game called Crazy Otto, which was an edited version of Pac-Man, which had legs. And he would... and it had more mazes and a little bit different ghost AI and everything like that, right? Well, what the deal was there is that Midway saw it, and Midway was the US distribution branch for Pac-Man at the time. And Midway decided to just re-release it as Ms. Pac-Man on their own without telling Namco about it. And Namco was like, excuse me, you don't own the Pac-Man brand, what are you doing? And eventually they came to an agreement where they essentially licensed Ms. Pac-Man from Midway, and then AtGames would buy all of Midway's like stuff back then, except for things like Mortal Kombat and things like that, because that went to Warner Brothers. And AtGames now has now owns the original Ms. Pac-Man game and the character, and they couldn't come to an agreement over the last time, so now AtGames currently holds Ms. Pac-Man but doesn't have the rest of the Pac-Man brand, so I don't even know what they're going to do with it aside from just re-releasing the original game.
Copyright is fun.
Yeah. I'm sure something will happen eventually, but Namco doesn't really seem all too concerned because they make Pac-Mom. I don't really like Pac-Mom's design. Not a fan of the eyes or the boots.
Yeah. Also, really vague what her relationship is to the rest of the characters.
They also got rid of some other characters like Pac Jr. and Pac Baby, I think. No, they kept Pac Baby. They got rid of Pac Jr. and they had another kid, I think.
I'll make a hot take. Maybe this is an unpopular opinion. We didn't need Pac-Man universe lore.
Well,
I'm cool without that.
I mean, when you make a world game, keep in mind all these other characters existed before Pac-Man World 2.
Yeah.
Pac Baby was its own game. That was a pinball. What was it? That was a pinball arcade game hybrid, which is actually pretty fun. Then Pac Jr. was also its own game, which had a different spin on things. That one had a tricycle that chased you around. Very weird. Pac Dog gets to stay. Well, that's because he was created for Well, there was Chomp Chomp from the cartoon, but it's not the same character. He's a different character. They made him up for Pac-Man World. And I wonder if they can even re-release Ms. Pac-Man because they don't own Inky, Pinky, and Blinky.
I thought those were just like renamed for the ghosts.
No,
Are they considered separate characters?
Inky, Pinky, and Blinky are the red, blue, and pink ghosts. In the original Pac-Man, the fourth ghost was the orange one, Clyde. In Ms. Pac-Man, it's the purple one, Sue. I don't know why they changed it, but they did. They had, for what it's worth, they had all 5 of them in the Pac-Man cartoon. I'm also not really I like Pac-Man sounding like a grown man. I think that's just funny and also fitting because he's got a wife and kids.
Pac-Man, right?
Yeah, Mega Man, right?
Mega Man 8 was the one where he sounded all like cutesy, right?
Yeah, but he's a child. Aside from that, like, he's got the body of a kid. He was created as like a child, a cleaning robot for light.
That's true. Astro Man.
What I didn't know was that X is bald.
I didn't know that either. When does he take his helmet off?
Never, because he's not a cleaning robot like Mega Man. He wasn't refitted. He was just made as a weapon of destruction. I assume the helmet can come off, but there's no hair under there. He's got nothing. Sonic Man from 06. Yeah, but he was a man. He was an actual guy. He wasn't a boy.
I'm sorry, Sonic Man?
He was the guy who cosplayed as Sonic and challenged you to a few things in Sonic 06. You don't remember?
I have not done a lot of the optional stuff in Sonic 06.
Yeah, fair enough.
We've spent like 2 years on that game.
I don't remember
now,
if he was even. I don't even think he was optional. I think you had to come across him at least once. Sonic Man is not important anyway. You shut your mouth. Sonic Man is the best character. You could come back from that. But I guess it's,
Okay, moving right along.
Be gone.
Input delay. Well, I'm gonna die again, so, you know. See you on the other side, I guess.
You can do it.
I can't do it.
Just remember that he also has armor now, so definitely don't throw out that spinning Kong.
Yeah. I like to think I've become a lot smarter about using spinning Kong when not in disadvantage. I don't lead with it anymore, and I mostly try to use it as a read.
3, 2, 1, go!
You kidding?
Oh, the stupid gun. I'm actually surprised how little he's using it. Okay. Ah. Made it back. Remember, Arsene is time limited, so you can just kind of wait it out.
Yeah. I didn't want to do that. Oh,
What were you trying to do?
I was trying to go do it low, not high.
Well, on the
I
plus side,
can't grab
you're a
him at
character-
all.
You're a character who is very equipped to deal with him standing there charging his thing. Oh, he teched it. But he... Okay.
If only his thing ran out during that.
Yeah.
Oh, you've got to be joking me.
You're still doing fine. He's a wafer. You can kill him. Oh!
What?
Whoa.
Well, he died
okay.
too, I guess.
Try to be conservative with your air jump.
Aha! I got robbed. That I got robbed. The hand slap should have connected. I hit the first one.
Yeah. It was a close match. The air jump thing. I noticed when you get hit far,
Tend to
you
jump. I know.
tend to blow the jump immediately,
Yeah.
which makes it more obvious that they have to plan for whether you have the jump or not, which can make your recovery more predictable.
I know, but I also kind of use it because a lot of people tend to go in when I don't have a jump. And if I can time when I use spinning Kong versus just an air dodge or something, they sometimes will pick a bad option and I can get back. I need to be able to grab more, but people just aren't letting me do it.
I'm habitually using my air dodge too much. Get out of here.
There you go.
I'm gonna let him come to me because I have the lead.
Don't say that.
There's nothing he can do about it. He is physically required to come to me in order to win the match. It's
Well,
not
yeah.
a choice he has. Oh, you couldn't fail the tech just this once for me? No, you mirror. I'm not gonna mirror. Ah, that's death.
No, it's
No, not quite.
Nah, also not quite.
Ah!
It's
His
because
get-up attack was faster than I anticipated. Oh, I still got the lead. You come to me.
So, hopefully on Christmas, I'll have this video done about these Hanna-Barbera Scooby-Doo ripoffs. But the problem I'm finding now is that I can't get footage of some of them. They're just so obscure that nobody's uploaded footage.
Yeah. What are a few of them? I'm aware of Jabberjaw. I'm aware of the car.
Okay, so we've got Captain Caveman and the Teen Angels, Speed Buggy, Jabberjaw, Goober and the Ghost Chasers, Clue Club, Woofer and Whimper, the Buford Files, what else? There was Josie and the Pussycats, and during the second season, Josie and the Pussycats in Outer Space, Casper and the Angels, the Fonz and the Happy Days Gang.
So was the Caveman one? Was that a spin-off of the original Captain Caveman?
No, that
was
was
the original show.
That was
the original show.
Caveman and Son is the spin-off. And then sometimes he would appear on the Flintstones Kids.
Gee, why are you so much more caveman than any of us?
I don't know. It's nice. It was nice hearing him. Basically, it was nice hearing Mel Blanc basically do his Taz voice without like yelling for an entire. Well, he would yell, but like it wasn't like unintelligible noises.
Dynamite and Blue Falcon.
Oh yeah, Dynamite and Blue Falcon wasn't a mystery show. That was a superhero show. That's the difference. And it also didn't star kids. It's had a superhero and a dog. You know, the dog was the comic relief.
Are you going to include the corn episode of South Park in your video?
No, I'm not even talking about all those I just listed. I'm only talking about 8 of them. I have almost all of the main parts done for when I actually talk about the cartoons. I'm missing, like, the last 3, because I'm having trouble getting footage for them. But, then all I have to do after that is just edit the rest of it, like the beginning and end parts. You have trouble with his Ike a lot.
He's dodging all of my, my up specials.
Maybe pick something else.
No, never. How dare you?
Oh, now who doesn't understand their faults?
See, it works eventually.
Oh, that was pretty good. Jabberjaw is my favorite because he sounds like Curly. I looked up why he sounds like Curly, and I couldn't find an answer. He just sounds like Curly just because. I don't get it.
Like, why not? It's a silly voice, so we'll put it on our cartoon character.
I also found out that Jabberjaw lives in a world that is like has a lot of anti-shark policies, so they have to constantly dress him up in a trench coat.
I'm sorry, there's a racism twinge to Jabberjaw?
Not a lot, but all of the kids are white. Actually,
yeah, no sharks allowed, huh? Why I oughta.
Whoop, 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 whoop. Yeah.
Jabberjaw was like the most successful one. That and Speed Buggy.
No, I'm pretty sure it was
Right?
Josie and the Pussycats.
Yeah.
For one thing,
why
Jabberjaw
does that one count?
because it's a bunch of teenagers going around the world solving mysteries.
Was there an animal mascot though?
There was, but he was just a normal cat and he didn't talk. But he did snicker, like Muttley.
I remember watching Jabberjaw. I remember that being on the air.
What else? For one thing though, Josie and the Pussycats actually got a second season, which is extremely rare amongst these shows. They usually don't get more than 1.
Did it get a like Netflix reboot, or was that just?
It was on Jellystone, where they changed a lot of characters to be less one-note. Jabberjaw was turned into a woman who works at Magilla Gorilla's store.
Okay.
And she works with Loopy de Loop, who was also changed to a woman.
But still a shark, I assume.
Yes, she's still a shark. I mean, it fits in a little better when most of the characters are animals. There are very few human characters in
I fast fell when I shouldn't have.
Oh, see, that's where's Grape Ape? He was in the show. He passed out. They had to figure out how to get him out of a coma.
Fight for my friends.
Yogi.
Grape Ape is my favorite My Hero Academia character.
Oh yeah.
He's the little monkey that throws grapes, right? That's Grape Ape?
Yeah, that's Grape Ape. I hate
Where's a
that.
diaper?
I hate that guy. Because that's the character that everybody's like, look, I drew your favorite character, except he's dating him now.
I'm gonna go grab a coffee.
Three, two, one, go!
I mean, for what it's worth, Jellystone does a pretty good job of making some of these characters way less dull. Because, like, who even cares about some of these people? Who cares about the banana splits? Nobody. Until they made that horror movie, anyway. Who cares about the hillbilly bears? Who cares about... Gosh, what was his name? The genie. I can't even remember his name. The only one of the... I mean, there are a few characters that people cared about, obviously, in that show, and they didn't change, like Yogi Bear and Huckleberry. Although Quick Draw McGraw lost his, like, actual Quick Draw McGraw, and now he's only El Kabong. And then Baba Louie was changed to a girl as well. Her name was changed to Bobby Louie. And she hangs out with Squidly Diddly, who's also a girl. I mean, I assume the main reason they changed all this was just because they wanted to have more female characters, because there really aren't a lot. So if Top Cat's gang was changed to a girl. Peter Potamus became a weeaboo. That was one I wasn't expecting. And Chim Chim's not even in the show. Top Cat, remember this up on Harvey Birdman. Yes, I love Peter Potamus and Harvey Birdman. I wish that was his episode I wish that was his voice in Jellystone too. You could change his character, I don't care, but I just love that voice for Peter Potamus. Speaking of, Bird Girl looks fine. It's not really the same kind of show. If you wanted more of Harvey Birdman, you're not getting Harvey Birdman. It's a different show. Hey chat, what was the best Christmas special you've ever seen? I want to hear some responses. What's your favorite Christmas episode? Zarog, I'll ask you because you haven't talked in a while. You might have died. Oh yeah, Stephen Colbert was Phil. We're also not going to get Harvey Birdman again because his VA died. Gary... What was his name? I can't remember his name. Harvey Birdman voice actor. Gary Cole was his name.
Alright, I'm back.
Oh, wait. Oh, he's not dead. I'm sorry. You know who I was confusing it with? Space Ghost. His voice actor is dead. Gary Cole is alive. The Harvey Birdman's VA.
Who did Stephen Colbert voice?
It's Phil Ken
That was the
Seven.
boss, right?
Phil Ken Seven is his name.
And that's the guy with the eye patch.
Yes. And he would go, ha ha! That was him.
Yeah.
I was asking chat, and what was your favorite Christmas special of a TV show?
Oh. What Christmas special did I actually
When
like?
did Space Ghost VA die? Let me check it out. George Lowe died. Wait.
3, 2, 1, go!
Huh? I thought he was dead. He's not dead. Okay, he's 65. Who the heck died? There was one voice. Zorak! That was it! Zorak! Zorak died.
What do you mean I'm dead? I'm right here.
We got renewed for another season.
Put me in multiverses. What are you doing with me?
I would put him in multiverses. I would like Zorak in multiverses. They put Brack in first.
Yeah. Brack got a spin-off show.
He did. Just for
I'd like-
comparison's sake, I looked up the original Space Ghost voice for Brack, and it sounds exactly like what you'd expect it to sound like. Because all the villains in these shows, they either sound like this or they sound like this, and there's really no in between.
Yeah. There's just 80s cartoon villains.
Yeah. I don't think that was the 80s. I think that was the 70s.
Yeah. Early cartoon voices.
Yeah.
I liked the MLP Christmas special where they finally updated Luna's singing voice.
Oh yeah.
That had some nice musicals.
Was that the
Christmas Carol
That was
one?
like the Christmas Carol one. I thought that was like the only one I remember is the half Thanksgiving one, where it's like they have the war between the three racist tribes in like the play they performed.
Oh yeah, that was like the Equestria origin story or something.
Something like that, yeah.
That was an earlier one. Obviously, my favorite Christmas special of all time is Rhapsody Street Kids, though. You never top that.
You know what? I kind of believe you. I kind of believe you that that's actually your favorite. Christmas. Oh, you always know what to say, Grandmama. That's true, yeah. I mean, I didn't want to presume anything, but Conquer, you haven't been bouncing with Pac-Man's up special. You can bounce 3 times. And I'm pretty sure you would have gotten back to stage, assuming that Ike didn't get in the way.
Does Balto count as a Christmas movie?
Yeah, but that's not a Christmas special, is it?
Yeah.
You know what?
They're-
I think I'm gonna be a little bit of a little bit basic here and just say Charlie Brown's Christmas special. I always
Yeah.
like that one. It's very calming.
There's a lot of so bad it's good ones. I don't remember what one it was that Jack showed me. Mystery of the Snowman or something. Which is like a very bad, I think, Golden Films movie. Are you familiar with them?
Golden Films. Is that like a movie edition for like the Little Golden Book or something?
They're one of the companies that just do shameless knockoff Disney movies, but they're obviously way worse and straight to video. I think one of theirs was like Secret of the Hunchback or something. The worst is Dingo Pictures.
Dingo is, yeah.
You know about Dingo.
I'm familiar with Dingo. I'm dead. I'm not even gonna bother trying to recover. I'll just die from that. I can't attack when I'm trying to attack, and I can't grab when I'm trying to grab.
Does the delay feel any worse than usual?
No.
I felt it against the Joker earlier. He's the only one that maybe his and my connection aren't the best.
Well, just barely.
Let's do that 2 more times.
I didn't want to do that. Why did I do an F smash? Woo!
I guess in theory, Ike's up special would be a good time to spinning Kong because he can't do anything about it. He can only land. You do eat the damage though.
Yeah.
There
Oh!
it goes.
Fight for my friends.
Might be because I have family over. Yeah, that might do it.
Can Ike do an up special after he hits something with his side special? I thought he just went into free fall. I've never seen you do that.
I don't remember.
Well,
I thought
he did
No,
it,
he goes
so-
into free fall if he doesn't hit anything.
I usually hit him so that I usually just get hit when he's doing that because if he's too far away from stage, he can't come back anyway.
Ike side special. Take me to Smash Wiki. Quick draw.
It's called Quick Draw?
Quick draw McGraw.
I was talking about him earlier. I don't know if you heard. That was the Jellystone bit. I don't know if you heard that part. Where he's only El Kabong in that show.
Oh, it was the same character, wasn't it?
It was. He did. It was pretty. I mean, that's probably one of my favorite episodes of Harvey Birdman is the El Kabong episode.
I watched pretty much all of Harvey Birdman, but I otherwise have fairly limited experience with these Hanna-Barbera cartoons.
They're all very similar.
They were a very shamelessly capitalize on what works kind of company.
Oh yeah. Well, because it was TV animation after people had left theaters, so they were like, well, we got to find something that works, and they just developed this limited animation style.
Which they recycled a lot, right?
They well, not so much recycled. It's more so like they reduced motions down to their very basic elements. They would frame things so that they wouldn't have to animate stuff. Like I found this one Jabberjaw clip where Clamhead is seen from the waist up, and to make him move, they don't zoom back out. They just move the frame across the screen with a little bit of an up and down movement. There's sometimes they'd have a really well animated sequence. Usually the intro. The intro for Josie and the Pussycats is rotoscoped whenever they're playing instruments.
You just made me picture a Hanna-Barbera cartoon, but in the style of a JoJo opening or something.
For what it's worth, though, Hanna-Barbera got a lot better in the 90s, because then they made Two Stupid Dogs, Dexter's Laboratory, Johnny Bravo, and they did the pilot for Billy and Mandy. But in between the pilot for Billy and Mandy coming out and the actual show, I'm pretty sure that they just got absorbed by Warner Brothers, and it was seen as a good thing for both of them. They had been working together pretty much that entire last decade anyway. And Warner Brothers had the licensing for all the DC stuff as well, so they got all.
According to Smash Wiki, as of Smash 4, there is a short time frame after he hits an opponent that he can do another action, such as Aether.
I guess it was just
If he doesn't do something during that time frame, then he goes helpless.
I guess.
Which is weird. I didn't know that was the case on any moves aside from Mii Sword Fighter's the spinny side special.
Yeah.
We need Billy and Mandy in multiverses. I would be fine with Grimm.
I would like
Isn't-
Billy and Mandy as the game's first ice climber character.
I feel like there are better candidates for that. If they're gonna do Grimm Adventures, it's gotta be Grimm.
Well, I mean,
Although
who
Greg
says they-
Ayers is dead, didn't he?
who's
not
dead?
Greg Ayers,
Greg
the-
Eagles? No, he's still alive. He voices Aku Aku.
Okay, the tribute was for the first voice of Aku Aku.
Mel Winkler.
Yeah.
We keep thinking people are dead that are not dead today.
It's better than the other way around.
That's a good point. I like that white Pikmin named Kevin.
It's just Kevin. He's just here. Imagine being able to play as a single Pikmin.
They sound so alike. They really don't. I mean, if you've heard Mel Winkler and Greg Eagles' Aku Aku's back-to-back, you would not confuse one for the other. Mel Winkler has this gentleness, this fatherly figure. And Greg Eagles does try to copy that when the Reignited trilogy, but his performance in Wrath of the Titan, in Crash of the Titans and Mind of a Mutant is not the same. Also, here's our first Bowser match.
Son! Board your clown cart, boy. Yeah, shield. Oh, come on.
You know, I haven't gotten through the new Mario Rabbids game yet, but does Bowser Jr. appear in that one at all, chat?
That was supposed to be the ledge.
Quick draw allows you to act afterwards you hit an opponent. I can jump, then up B, or just immediately up B afterwards. I see. You know what's a show that I actually think is pretty good, despite its really bad animation, is Rocky and Bullwinkle. That show is a great example of a show where the dialogue just is better, is good enough that the rest of it doesn't matter.
I never saw any of it.
It's a lot of lame humor. It's kind of like making fun of itself. With oftentimes the narrator, like there's a narrator character and sometimes they'll talk to the characters. You know, that kind of humor.
Like self-referential humor.
A little self-referential, more like we know we're in a show and everything's kind of goofy. The humor is lame, but it's lame on purpose. So it's just enjoyable.
What was the deal with the bad guy characters? Were they hunting the two for some reason?
No, they were like spies or something.
So of course they were Russian.
Yeah. I forgot what the other one was. One was Boris, and I don't remember what the other one was called.
I didn't do well that stock.
They would just, it would be like, it would probably, if I remember correctly, it would be something like Rocky and Bullwinkle accidentally come across something, and then the spies would be like, they have the thing. We need to get the thing from the moose, you know, kind of like Team Rocket. Although without them wanting the character specifically. Actually, I wonder what's going to happen to Team Rocket.
That's why I was asking when we found out that Ash was retiring from Pokemon. I guess they had to give up on Pikachu.
Maybe they didn't. Maybe they got
Maybe they're
consumed with it for the
harassing
rest
him in
of
his personal life.
Yeah, maybe it's like Javert. They just kept going after him forever. You remember the side cartoons? Like, Dudley Do-Right? I don't remember the... Oh, and Peabody and Sherman. That was the other one.
Oh, that's where that originated?
Yeah. That one was also, you know, very, very lame humor on purpose. Like, there was a bit where they get Beethoven from the past and they bring him into the present. And he goes on 5th Street and he's like, "This has inspired me to compose Beethoven's 5th after the 5th Street." Fractured Fairy Tales, that's another one. I forgot about that one.
I'm so proud.
My son, he's defeated me. Come on, Junior. Let's go get some ice cream.
I got a big batch of coffee K-cups, like in bulk, but they're all like very, very dark gourmet brews or something. I can't take them black.
I don't drink coffee.
Yeah.
Nope.
Anytime someone calls coffee gourmet, it usually means it's like sour.
Really?
It's very weird.
I know that, like, there are some really big coffee snobs out there. Coffee and beer snobs have the most annoying conversations I've ever had.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's just beer. Like, who cares? Just drink the beer. Buy what you can afford and what you like. Who cares how good it is? People don't do that with pizza.
Yeah. Oh,
I mean,
there are New York pizza snobs.
They do a little bit, but like not to like this extent, you know. Generally, it's like, do you buy it from Domino's or do you get it from a local place? Honestly, you know what I drink? I just drink water. That's like I just drink water.
You drink water, and you eat tortilla chips with no sauce.
You're right. I don't like salsa. The only sauce I really like dipping things in is honey mustard and barbecue sauce. Well, not even dipping things. I like barbecue sauce as a flavor on things. Like, I made some burgers recently, and I glazed them with barbecue sauce, and that tasted pretty good.
Dragon Knight doing way better than I did.
That's a good point. Well, you know what? Maybe there's a reason for that.
I was going easy. I was his father.
Like, you worried about him? Me? No, he'll be just fine. Oh, he's actually beating him. He's actually getting kicked in pretty hard out there. Hey Mario, have a sensu bean. Go get him, Junior. Oh, that didn't do anything. I thought that was gonna go a lot farther, but I forgot Bowser Jr.'s a heavyweight. Wow.
Kind of a weird design choice to have him in the Koopa cart, but I guess they wanted something unique. A new type of fighter.
Prefer tea yourself. You drink tea on me? I don't drink tea. You know what? I like iced tea. I like a Snapple. They also give you little fun facts. But sometimes you gotta fact check them. Bowser Jr.'s side special armor doesn't work. Well, the armor was over at that point. You'd done the spin out move. Oh, you mean during it. I see.
That hurt to watch.
It did. Well, I imagine that the super armor is one of those super armors that breaks based off of the amount of damage he receives in a single hit, right? So if you do lots of little hits, nothing happens. But like the amount of damage you have to do for the hit is pretty low.
Bowser Jr. Clown Car.
You know, I mean, the reason he's in the clown car is because ever since the new Super Mario Brothers games, he's pretty much been exclusively in that.
Well, in the DS game, he ran around fighting you on
DS
foot.
game he wasn't, but in all the others he is. And Bowser's also, like, kind of stopped using it.
It was a very weird choice in Mario World, especially since that was the 90s Bowser that was designed to be super, like, edgy and scary looking.
I don't think he was designed to be scary looking. Bowser's design really hasn't changed all that much since the 90s. He's just gotten a little bit wider and a little bit more upright, but he's basically the same design.
The Mario World sprite had a particularly ferocious face and very sharp spikes.
Oh, that one. Yeah. I mean, it also has the wrong colors.
And you know, that was the in thing in the 90s, so.
Yeah, but I don't think it was the in thing in Japan in the 90s. I think that was just like they made that, somebody made that sprite and it just looked a little awkward. Just what happens.
This is too scary. We gotta cancel it out. Put him in a clown.
Put him in a clown car. Maybe that's why. I mean, he's clearly, Bowser was never meant to be edgy, ever, you know? He was at worst.
Characters go through phases.
Yeah, but I don't think he was ever meant to be that way, ever. I mean, at worst, he just was a monster who just captured princesses just because.
They made Ganon into a much more serious character as of Ocarina.
Yeah.
Like, they
Probably-
consciously decided to go that direction.
Well, I mean,
with
to
him.
be also the fact, in Link to the Past, he also has dialogue.
But he's still like a big, goofy-looking pig.
Yeah, that's true. They did try to actually. I mean, to be fair, the Zelda games did try to play it a little more seriously. Zelda 2 is all about trying to stop cultists from reviving him.
They did, but there's only so much you can do with that design.
Yeah.
Like, the popular designs of characters and
nowadays
villains changed over time.
I mean, nowadays, well, you know, Breath of the Wild did break this trend, but nowadays it's pretty much always he'll be a human for the first phase, and then he'll turn into a pig during the second half, and that's pretty consistent.
And that was the case for 2 games of the 3 games that Ganondorf appeared in, yeah.
It was
In Wind Waker, there was a giant pig puppet, and then there was Human Dwarf, and that was it.
okay. Ganon wasn't even in Skyward Sword,
No, we got Demise.
who is the original Ganon.
Who also, didn't he go from, like, the imprisoned, the big monster was his first form, and then the final fight was humanoid?
Let me see. Let me take a look at the wiki. I don't think so. I don't see any pictures of it. Let me take a look. I don't see any monster form for him. He might just get bigger. Oh, there it is. Oh, he's got this like scaled mouth monstrosity, like the Langoliers.
But that's the first form. I think the lore of the game is that you encounter that first, and then you, like, unseal Demise from it.
I see. But that's not his real form, unlike Ganon, which is the other way around. They didn't really need to explain where Ganon came from, did they?
I mean, previously, the notion was that it was the same Ganon every time,
It is the same
And-
Ganon every time.
and it was just, like, a demon born from Ganondorf's lust for power and the Triforce. Because that's how Ocarina played out.
I kind of like in Breath of the Wild. They hate Ganon so much because he like appeared as a Gerudo that one time.
Yeah.
Although he still looks similar in the other depictions, even though he's not a Gerudo anymore. Also, that was sick.
I guess that's true. So now, because of the Demise stuff, he's no longer just a Gerudo who transformed in that way. He was like an ancient demon that happened to be a Gerudo that one time.
Yeah. He got greener in Wind Waker.
He got whiter in Wind Waker. Bad Ganon.
That was also an interesting Ganon because he had like the 2 katanas thing.
In terms of story, that was the most human Ganon. The most sympathetic one.
And they never even used the name Ganon in that game at all, except for Ganon's Tower.
I think there was like Puppet Ganon. Phantom Ganon.
What was the bird again? That wasn't Ganon himself, was it? That was something
No.
else.
That was just his lovable little pet, the Helmarok King.
The Helmarok King. He's a
Gerudo and the Cryptid Necrodancer spinoff. But that's because they're using his Ocarina of Time design, which is the most iconic one. I like how the fireball stops the cannonball. This is really fun to watch, by the way.
The way Bowser Jr.'s side B has heavy armor that can withstand attacks that deal no more than 8%.
8%? That's nothing. DK's dash attack does more than 8. There we go. Jeez. There
It's
you
really-
are. Flipping kicked in there.
It's really easy to forget that Kazuya has the tough guy mechanic because it's even weaker than Bowser's, so it almost never comes up.
Bowser's I hate because I can't do multi-jabs on him. And you have to physically stop yourself from mashing the button and just hold it down.
Always be a gentleman to Bowser.
Yeah.
We finally get to see Kevin. Watch him destroy the entire arena.
It's a Mac. You think they're gonna put Ganondorf in another game? It has been a while. Oh, is he gonna be?
Well, he is in.
Is
Yeah,
he?
he's the zombie. We're getting zombie Ganondorf.
I'm not clear on how that works.
I haven't played Breath of... Okay, rest in peace, Kevin.
All right, Kevin. That's the Smash 4 special right there.
I haven't played Breath of the Wild, and I'm not familiar with all the lore. All we know from the trailer of Breath of the Reign of the Kingdom... Is that what it's called?
Tears of the Kingdom.
Tears of the Kingdom. Is that, like, they went down into a crypt and found...
His body.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is weird, because you'd think that at that point Ganon would, like, resurface as somebody else. But maybe not.
That's the other thing, because it is always the same Ganon. Usually he gets sealed and resurrected or something.
Or he just yeah. Meanwhile, Link
He's
and
only been
Zelda are
actually-
always different people.
He's only actually been killed, like, twice? One of which was the first Legend of Zelda.
Yeah, he actually got killed because they didn't, like, set up everything else yet. And then somebody else had to revive him. What was the other time he got killed?
I don't know. He got, like, a sword through the skull in Wind Waker, but that just turned him to stone. Figure that out.
Wind Waker
The
connects
fact that
to
he's-
the Phantom Hourglass timeline, doesn't it?
Yeah. All the Toon Link games are in that timeline. And then obviously we see his rotted corpse in Breath of the Wild 2, so...
Did he die in Twilight Princess? He got stabbed through the heart.
Wood track. He was like impaled, the body was.
And that's why in Smash 4, they added that hole in his chest.
It's weird that the models differ between this game and Smash 4. This one doesn't have the chest, does it?
No, because he didn't get stabbed through the
'cause
chest in that game. In Ocarina.
I meant to say the models differ between Brawl and...
Oh yeah,
Twilight
no,
Princess.
he doesn't have the hole in Brawl. So Brawl is before the end of the game, and some point they actually stabbed him in the chest and he lived.
That's what he was doing while you were dealing with Zant and all that. He was in Brawl. It's such a shame because they bothered to have both Ike models as alts.
Yeah.
They could have done the same for Ganon.
I wonder if it's a
I guess-
proportion thing because Ocarina of Time Ganon has much longer legs than.
They were probably worried about like silly looking animations. Hitbox shenanigans.
Ah.
Kazuya would probably be able to Wind God Fist through jabs if his Tough Guy was as good as Bowser's, but that's about it. Yeah, Tough Guy tends to be overestimated. It pretty much only affects rapid jabs for the most part.
Yeah, but that is pretty useful, because there's a lot of people who don't do it in time.
Against players who know what they're doing, there's very few cases that you ever want to rapid jab, though. So it doesn't end up meaning a lot in competitive.
Ah, my momentum.
So there are ice physics on the Omega and Battlefield versions of this stage?
No, Omega and Battlefield are the same for
That's
every
what I thought.
stage.
Sadly, DK cannot do as much with specials alone as me Brawler.
Yeah.
Ooh.
If only it
Aw.
did anything. Yeah, doing a fair at ledge basically just kills DK, unfortunately. Definitely gotten better. I don't feel it. I feel terrible today. I'm so off my game. I'm not doing anything cool. But thank you. But I just suck so bad. I'm not feeling it at all.
I'm not doing great either.
Well, yeah, but that's usual.
Oh, come on. I get rotations sometimes.
You do cool things and die
Like
for it, but that's
now.
more of a DK thing. Well, I don't
Watch
know.
it. I'm gonna take out this whole line.
Tough guy through the cannonball. Just do it. But no, I had no idea that Kazu even had tough guy because I guess it's so weak compared to Bowser's that like, what would you even use it on? And that's the last thing Kazuya needs. More privileges. Like, come on, the guy has so much.
No.
Being fully actionable after that up special is absolutely insane.
For Snake?
No, for Kazuya. It's not only fully actionable, it also does a decent amount of damage, and it's a kill move. I mean, the other characters who have fully actionable after an up special, Mega Man, Snake, and Banjo, they don't get any damage. Unless you count Banjo and Sonic's pads and springs, but I don't. Don't forget Bayo. Bayo.
Mega Man. Yeah, Bayo is actionable after her up special.
Oh, that's right. But that's a little different. Her up special is so short that she kind of needs to be able to do it again. I mean, if Bayo just had the one, that would be so bad. It's like Dr. Mario bad. Oh, it should have been a side special, and you know it. Oh, you got it anyway.
I'll just Bowser bomb him. I'll just flying slam him. That'll work on K. Rool.
You almost did it. Say that to those who played Smash 4 competitively. Well, yeah, I mean, look, if Bayo just had the one really short upward movement, it would be really bad. But she's got... But, like, I don't know if it was a bug or not that she can actually do combos after that. I heard it was a bug that they just kept. And, like,
It
made
was
it better.
that they made canon, that she got another up special afterwards. I think the way you do it is that you have to jump at the same time as you input the up special. It's very weird, and it doesn't feel like intentional design.
Jumping while pressing up and B.
Stop
Yeah,
that.
see, when Bayo starts doing an air combo off of her up special, I just kind of, like, I wonder when this is going to end, because I have no idea. I have no idea what Bayo can do.
No, you mirror.
K. Rool can play from a distance, you can't.
No, we can't. There is nothing stopping me from just standing back and shielding all of his very slow, readable projectiles. Just because he has projectiles doesn't mean he can actually use them from a distance productively. Nope, I'm Bowser.
Pretty sure with a good usage of Cannonball and Crown, he can at least do some shield damage.
Not enough to force me to approach him.
That was close.
So.
Sometimes I've noticed lately that my FPS that I'm receiving from this game just shoots up.
What do you like? It shows that on Elgato or on your capture card?
On my end. I don't know if other people can see it, but like sometimes it'll be running at like a 30 and then it'll just shoot up to 60 and then go back to 30. I don't know if it's... I think it might have something to do with like the internet. I think that's like actually what's affecting it. During the second upbeat, in tandem with a jump, cancels the second jump upbeat depletion, allowing for a third. This sounds like a cheat code.
Right? Okay, here we go.
Duck Hunt.
It's the really good player, and now it's Duck Hunt. Ow.
Okay.
That frisbee, by the way, is like really broken. It's a high commitment, but if he lands it, it's just like a free follow-up.
It is a pretty good move. Clay Pigeon is very strong. What if by killing the gunman, you could prevent him from being able to use it again?
What if by killing the gunman's body, I kill Duck Hunt's body?
Oh yeah?
What if this is an enemy stand?
You know, the sad thing is that Duck Hunt really isn't even all that great, unfortunately. He suffers.
Oh, he's shielded too.
He suffers in a few matchups that other zoners can handle a lot better.
And
Oh, you know what? I guess when you do kill him, you can't use it again because the gunman just stands there. The trio just gets outclassed by the trappers like Pac-Man. Yeah. How does Duck Hunt compare to Banjo? Would Bowser kill a dog?
yeah,
Well, he can't, so.
it's disappointing.
Duck Hunt in 4 was cracked. He was a better character in 4, wasn't he? The can would actually bounce off of Clay Pigeon. Oh my gosh.
I just don't know what I could have done in that match except be like way more patient.
You could unplug the Ethernet cable.
Yeah, I could try that.
You could try doxing them.
See how Dragonite does against Dunt.
coming from 4 is worse than normal and specials. What about with custom moves? Nobody really talks about custom moves. I don't blame them, because custom moves were not only annoying to unlock, a lot of them were super busted. But some characters were way better with custom moves, like Palutena had them right off the bat. Such a strange character to have right off the bat. But she had all of her custom moves unlocked right at the beginning.
Because she was designed around it, similar to the Mii's.
Yeah, and all of her new normal moves sucked as a result, which is kind of weird.
Custom moves were a very cool idea that just needed executed better.
I don't know why you could get doubles. Who thought that was a good idea?
Japanese players love their gachapon.
I just played Trophy Rush, or whatever that was called, the mode where you just hit the boxes. That's like the best way to get them, I think.
I did that too. I did unlock all of them that way.
I
got every custom
didn't
move in
even
the game.
unlock all of them for Donkey Kong. I was still missing one. I just couldn't be bothered because I never used those things.
Even worse than the fact that they were obviously unbalanced, but the main thing that kept them from being used in any way competitively was there was no way to transfer them between consoles.
No.
So every console would have to have every single one unlocked.
Isn't that in Brawl 2, but it's pinball? It's a shooter game in Brawl. It's a little different. It's not the same thing, really. In Smash 4, you're hitting boxes to get prizes more than just trophies, while the one in Brawl were pretty much just trophies.
Man, remember trophies?
Yeah. I wouldn't mind them being turned into spirits, really, if we still got the descriptions, but the descriptions are why they turned them, are like the main reason they turned them into just spirits anyway.
Yeah.
Spirits and the fact that they're 3D models were the two things.
Even setting aside custom moves, they kind of just ruined customization in this game. IMO. Mainly because of the rock paper scissors mechanic that you can't turn off.
Oh yeah.
Like, for example, if I wanted to play like custom builds with a friend who I had over, if I picked one that happened to be the red type, they're then locked into using one that is also a red type or like neutral in order for us to have a fair fight. So Dunt won that.
Good. Nice.
A lot of salt in the chat today. Zelrog, give us a play-by-play. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize the stream had you dropped out of the match.
Yeah, I don't know. I couldn't watch it. It was illegal.
Dog abuse.
There's Mac.
New York boxer goes to park, fights duck and dog.
What kind of park is this?
It's in Skinner's kitchen.
This is in 2012. Oh, now I get it. Aurora Borealis. It could be Aurora Australis. We could be in Antarctica.
Yeah. It's in Albany Park.
Probably not, actually. I mean, I don't know. People don't really like to go to Antarctica just to climb mountains. It's more of a... Antarctica doesn't really have mountains.
I should move to Antarctica. Then I would be the best Smash player there.
What about the scientists who probably play Smash because they bring it over because they got something to do?
That's true. They got nothing better to do. Damn it.
They've been working it out. They have a local scene.
They probably have like every character in League of Legends too.
You know what you could do? You could go to the places where there are no claims by any country and just say that you're the best player ever there.
Yeah.
Make your own country. Call it Zelragia. No, I need a better name than that. Zelrogania. There we go. Or New Zealand. There's a few Alaskan players. Okay. But people actually live in Alaska. No one lives permanently in Antarctica. None of them have really made Puerto Rico.
You got to be like locked in your house for like half the year in Alaska, right?
No, they're ready for it. They prepare.
Yeah.
It can get some really bad snowfall, but like they're prepared for it. It's why, you know, Texas gets 3 inches of snow and they all die. But
Like-
you know, places like Alaska can have 15 feet and they'll be fine.
All the vehicles in Alaska have snow chains on year-round.
It
Hello.
actually gets very warm during the summer.
Kevin didn't like that, I guess. No?
What happens? I just...
Oh, you and I got disconnected, but the match still seems to be going. Never mind. Also, Snub is here.
Snrub. I'm Mr. Snrub. Yes, that'll do. I like how Snrub thinks.
Is Snub gonna join the line?
Maybe.
Three, two, one, go!
Sorry, I'm just imagining somebody just flipping dying from Daisy doing that to them in real life. Just like, dude, oh!
He fell over with a nosebleed like an anime character.
Yo! Butt smash, like Mario used to say.
They tried calling those hip drops for a while. Are they still doing that?
I mean, that's what the move is called.
I feel like originally they were more often called ground pounds.
Oh, well, they still call them ground pound if you're actually going downward, but if you're not going downward, it's not a ground pound.
Well, yeah, but like jump and press Z, that kind of move in video games.
Yeah, that's a. I mean, 64 calls it a hip drop. Banjo called it a beat buster. DK64 called it a simian slam. But 2D Mario games call it a ground pound. Whenever they refer to it.
I've never heard like a human being, like someone on the schoolyard, refer to it as a hip drop. It's always ground pound or like butt slam.
Yeah. Because that's just a generic name for it, I guess. I've never seen someone perform a ground pound. Wouldn't that be a sight to see? They stop their momentum and do a 360 in the air before falling down faster somehow. Sorry, just the way... Is it still a simian slam if DK's not doing it? Yeah, simians are, well, the only member that you play as in DK64 that isn't an ape or a chimp is Diddy. Diddy is still the only Donkey Kong character to have a tail.
Dixie doesn't have one?
No, she doesn't.
Oh.
Get back here, you big a monkey! Alright, wish me luck.
Did she get a stock even?
Maybe it's best we don't discuss what happened that match.
Okay, here's what happened. Diddy Kong went out of control, and so they had to remove his tail. But then Cranky blew up the moon, and he found out that by Diddy regrowing his tail, they could bring the moon back.
Oh, yeah?
That's how that went down. That is the canonical explanation for why the moon comes back at one point.
I was about to ask, that's because of Goku growing his tail back?
They posited that in, I don't know if it's the Funimation dub or if the original actually posits this as well. Yeah, Goku just says in passing, yeah, I found out we could bring the moon back if I grew my tail again.
What about after Piccolo destroyed it in DBZ?
If I cut it off or something. No, it stayed gone after that.
Really?
It didn't have a moon anymore.
Okay.
Which the logic being the Saiyans were coming, so they definitely didn't want a moon.
Right. What is it about Earth's moon specifically that makes him do that?
It's any moon.
Any moon. And Planet Vegeta didn't have any.
It gets explained with some nonsense explanation that sunlight reflecting off of a moon generates Brutes waves, or something along those lines.
Of course, he's facing the wrong way.
But Vegeta can make his own fake moon, so it never really comes up again. In fact, they kind of just forget about the giant monkey thing after a while.
Well, yeah, because when you have Super Saiyan, who cares about the Uzaru?
GT actually remembered a lot of stuff that the series just forgot about, which I liked about it. No one else cared.
It's also the only time they've actually done a power reset.
Well, yeah, kind of. GT Goku is still he's still way stronger than Dragon Ball Luke.
You gotta be kidding me.
Oh. What, you got a stock. That's more than anyone else so far.
Wait, really? Nobody else got a stock?
Maybe someone did.
I'm
Daisy
pretty
didn't
sure-
and I didn't.
I'm pretty sure somebody got 2 stocks. I like him just like GT. I guess Earth in that universe doesn't need tides. Well, yeah, that's why he made the fake one, right?
There was a fake moon? I
You
don't
just
remember
said
that.
Vegeta made one.
Well, he shoots a ball of energy into the sky. It lasts 10 minutes. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
He did not invent a moon like Eggman. That was a plot in Sonic X. Eggman, after blowing up half the moon in the Sonic Adventure 2 arc, he goes, "I'm sorry," and he makes a giant robot to fill out the rest of the moon again.
For some reason, I thought the moon in the Sonic world was always just the space colony arc. They
Yeah.
just dug out the whole thing and made it the space colony.
It would make sense. It's big enough, but no,
No.
it's in low orbit, so
Yeah. Every Sonic game after that, we've just been seeing the part that doesn't have. Although, to be fair, the other thing is that the moon is tidally locked.
that would mess with the orbit though,
That
losing
would-
half of its
losing
mass.
Half of its mass would kind of mess with the orbit, wouldn't it?
They don't really address that in the.
Guess it's not really something that Sonic particularly cares about. I mean, I demand scientific accuracy. I also want to see the part where Eggman has to do his taxes to pay for all those robots.
Yeah.
Who knew that getting enough raw materials to build entire amusement parks in space cost lots of money?
Now, granted, he's from another world in the Sonic X continuity, but he was he was basically his own country.
He's from the same world as Sonic in the X continuity, right?
Yeah.
Which they did explain how his grandfather could be in this world if he's not, right?
I don't think they ever explained that. It was an interesting thing to think about because it also answers the question of why was Eggman the only human in the Sonic world then?
Yeah.
It just kind of said that he came from here.
I remember Celeste once said that, I think she said something to the effect of, that Gerald Robotnik had, found out about that place and, designed and like went, or like somebody went there and like found out about that place, and that's why Shadow looks the way he does.
Sonic X kicked off with them like activating the emeralds and jumping worlds, so it's
The
feasible
worlds
enough that
kind of
that could
got.
have
I don't
happened.
think they jumped worlds. I think the worlds just got fused together.
No, they jumped worlds, and then after season 1 is when they got fused together and the Sonic Adventure continuity stuff happened.
I see. The full moon must have come back. Maybe it did. No, there's no moon here.
Oh, because he's the werehog thing in Sonic Unleashed.
That's true.
It's almost like the Sonic franchise doesn't care that much about continuity.
No. But I honestly, people say don't think about it and just have fun. I have fun while still messing around with it. I'm not really that invested. It's not like I'm gonna say that Sonic Unleashed sucks because the moon problem, but like, I mean, it sucks for different reasons. No.
It's only a little annoying to me because that's kind of a selling point of the Sonic series to me, is that it does care more about story than Mario does.
It does care more about its story, but only insofar as the story of the game that's happening right now. It tends to not care about the previous events.
I know, but if you're gonna do it at all, then don't half-ass it. Do it right or don't do it.
Don't hate on Rooftop Run. I love the day stages in Sonic Unleashed, although I do wish they were a little bit easier. Because they tend to have like a thing where they'll just have you be running along and then bam, spike wall.
What was the one after Sonic 06? Was that Unleashed or Colors was first?
Unleashed came out before 06.
Unleashed? No, it didn't.
Oh, I'm sorry, before Colors. Unleashed came out before Colors. And it was seen as kind of a breath of fresh air because when they showed off that opening cinematic, everybody's like, "Yes." It's still.
I don't remember a lot of very.
It's still.
I don't remember positive reactions to like the Sonic 06 reveal.
No.
No one really liked the style.
People were kind of okay with it.
There's a stark contrast from Zelda, which everyone wanted more realistic Zelda.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Until, like, I feel like as time has passed, people have soured on Twilight Princess and warmed up on Wind Waker.
Yes, that has happened. Although Wind Waker never really, when people like played it, they never really had any complaints about the gameplay itself. It was always just the art style. Like, there was no valid, like, you know, this game doesn't play very well. It's just like, oh, it's cartoony. You know, I thought this was a mature series that was rated E.
It was also in, like, tone and writing. It was a much more Japanese Zelda.
Which version of Ocarina of Time had the blood? Is it all the N64 versions or just the first release?
Just the first release. The re-release got rid of the red blood. It made it green. It got rid of the Muslim chant.
My copy of the game has the Muslim chant. I think it also has the red blood. I haven't checked.
So you have 1.0. And they
also
also they replaced the Gerudo symbol on the sides of blocks. The one that was the star and moon.
How do I tell which version of it I even have?
I think the 1.0 cartridges were gold.
Oh, okay, it's gold. My copy is nice, but somebody scratched their initials into the label. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
It's not the worst thing in the world. Is that
What were
the
their
line?
initials? Dox this fiend.
Yeah, I think that's the line. You played against him already, didn't you?
I did, yes. I got
Okay.
3 stars.
JR. Their initials are JR.
There's a very slight chance that whoever previously owned that cartridge is watching this stream.
That is like the small. There are 7 people here. All right, what will Muscle Butt do?
He'll get hit by a fireball immediately is what he'll do. I hate that! I hate that approach!
But it keeps working.
I know it does. Okay, so I'm gonna watch for it this time. He's gonna fireball, and I'm gonna like jump over it. Because if I shield, then he'll just run up and
Well,
grab.
you know, the reason you keep getting hit by it when you jump is because you're jumping and then moving forward. If you jump in place and then react with an aerial, he might not be able to react to that the way he wants to.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow, thanks, Fireball. Fireball just extended that hitbox long enough.
Get out of here.
Don't do it, you're gonna get stale moves.
I don't care if it's it spikes it. Oh no! It spikes at 0, stale or not.
Really? It's a kill at 0?
Yep.
Wow, that sucks.
Oh, wrong way. No!
You'll be fine. Stop screaming. Stop screaming.
Sorry. There it goes. Here, I'll get nice and far from my mic.
You'll be okay.
There's that wacky wind box. Pocket sword.
See, you didn't consider that he's covered you with water, and we are in sub-zero temperatures. You will contract hypothermia and die before this match is over.
Oh, that's a JoJo fight ending.
Kind of looks like a JoJo character.
What, the butt?
Yeah.
What's this? My stand. I like big butts.
He's got weird colors. He has that Muda Muda.
He's got that Buddha Buddha.
Buddha.
Ah!
Who's mooning me?
Goku.
Oh, yeah.
Eggman can't do it anymore.
I blew up the moon, you idiot. What do you think about that, Obama? I like that pose you do when you're about to fall, the fly, the when you do the up special but don't react with the downward part.
Oh, he jumped into it too. Come on, jump.
I bet you wish.
Jump.
I bet you wish
Jump!
you had a.
Ah! He jumped, but he fireballed. Come on.
Why he Urple?
He wang.
Why is he Urple? Typically, reactive buffer aerials are typically good as anti-airs versus those who buffer aerials as an approach. Especially works well versus Mars who use buffer bear as their only approach. That was not going to hit. I want you to get him. I want him to get got.
Ah, the spot dodge. I hate spot dodge.
You just did it! I hate spot dodge because because the spot dodge cancel is very non-committal.
Dragon Knight wants the flood cheese. I really wanted to send him off and sack at 0. I wanted to finish
Would you,
the same
if you
suicide.
spiked at 0, would
He would die first.
he would die first? Okay. Are there any characters who don't?
No.
Okay.
As long as it's used at below a certain height, the other person will always die first. It has a very long, like, stun upon hit, but it doesn't drag down.
Just chuckling
like the
inside when
headbutt does.
Congus refused to use Aether versus Dragon Knight.
Flood is the only way you kill up the like Iker Brawler. You can spike Ike at the top of his, or you can hit him.
I feel so bad for Crom. I never see anybody play Crom.
Yeah.
his up special isn't as good as Ike's, and just fitting Ike's up special on Roy's moveset does not make him work better.
It's a trade-off.
It's a huge trade-off. For me, the
He has a-
thing that's really funny about Chroms is that Chroms' up special, like, you can gimp that just by doing a dash attack when he tries to do it. Because there's no disjoint. Like Ike, he doesn't throw up the sword first. He just goes with it.
Yeah.
I killed so many Chroms that way back in the early days.
I feel like you haven't fought a good Crom player
Probably,
to know
but
like,
I
how
don't
dangerous he
know
is
any
on
Chrom
stage.
players. Have you ever seen any recently?
I
Feels like
don't
everybody
play.
dropped him because they would rather just play Roy.
I don't see any Roy players.
Some say he would be the best sword if he had a better up special, especially something like laser. So kind of like what Lucina did for Marth by making Marth irrelevant except on Roy.
Yeah. I think there's a valid reason to play either as it currently is. Roy has a slightly less rewarding on-stage game, but slightly better recovery.
Used to play Chrom, but you stopped.
Switch to Firefox.
Chrom players exist, but they're much rarer than Roy players. That's probably why I never see them. Is coffee still too hot?
No, it's just... You can also spike Brawler at the top of his, although it's a shorter window than Ike's or Crom's.
I forgot Brawler even has one.
The up and down, the recovery that I use.
Okay. Because I was thinking it was different because they don't have. He doesn't have a hitbox surrounding him.
No, he's
Byleth
just-
is not a character I usually struggle against. Byleth is he's actually pretty easy to deal with for me. The Fire Emblem character I struggle the most with is a good Robin.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Robin in a very long time, especially since Robin left. I mean, I struggle against Congas's Lucina and Ike, but most characters, Lucina and Ike, I don't really have an issue with. For me, the thing that makes it a lot nicer is that Byleth is kind of plays like a heavyweight despite not actually being one. He's got a lot of very slow moves.
Yeah. He plays kind of like Ganon with a sword.
Which is what people say they want for Ganon anyway. Do you think Ganon should have flight?
Flight?
Yeah.
With his current moveset, I don't think it would.
Like Peach.
It would help him, but like Peach, kind of busted.
Yeah, especially if he could still perform aerials. Could you imagine Ganon performing aerials while just floating there?
There was a Smash 4 mod that replaced Luma with Ganondorf, so it was Rosalina controlling a Ganondorf. And yes, it was extremely busted to just have Ganondorf flying around doing aerials.
That's pretty fun. Please tell me he was a tiny Ganondorf.
No, it was full size. He had like a JoJo outfit on, like a stand,
I really
and
just
they
want to see
even
a
changed
tiny
the mount for her.
Ganondorf. Like a mini one. MK Leo's success as well as a few other pilots show that they're pretty strong. I can imagine, but I feel like Byleth's game plan is a lot more linear than some other sorties I've come across. Byleth can't play neutral as well as those other ones, I feel. But maybe I'm wrong.
Just a similar neutral game to Sephiroth, which is just kind of standing back and poking over and over.
They're actually pretty flexible. Okay. It's insane to me how good the recovery is, though.
Each battle, a chance to grow.
Who, Byleths?
Yeah, it can latch onto the bottom of the stage and then launch them up to the ledge.
It's got a lot of distance, but tether recoveries in general aren't considered great.
No, but considering how low it goes from, it's hard to stop it.
They're all interceptable.
I mean, I'm also playing DK, so, you know, that's kind of my perspective here.
Big monkey, no-like sword.
No way.
3, 2, 1, go!
You know what he needs? He needs his realistic guns from the early versions of DK64. Byleth versus Donkey Kong with a Magnum.
He had a double-barreled shotgun, actually. Ugh.
Did that just trip?
It did. That won't kill, but it'll give me time to...
Has Double Helix been here before? Why does that name sound familiar?
Maybe because you paid attention in science class.
Jeez.
Getting hit with the arrow off stage always feels so insulting. Because you know you always could have avoided it.
Not this time. Byleth is not easy to edgeguard because she can just upbeat you and you die while she lives. Not to mention side special. Well, I guess, but that's if I'm in a position where she can actually hit me with it.
Her up B prioritizes the ledge over opponents. I'm pretty sure. So as long as you don't stray too far from the ledge, that shouldn't be an issue.
Oh,
I don't ever see you pummel before you go cargo.
I keep forgetting. It's a weakness. Every character I do that.
You're at the funny number. You can do it. Oh, that stopped spinning Kong.
Yeah. Oh, shoot.
You didn't know you were fully charged.
No, I didn't.
Oh, too low. Oh, no!
She was gonna come back from that anyway, wasn't she?
She would have made it back, yeah.
Maybe if I was lucky and I stayed on stage, I could have gotten the tech thing. Hero Note can armor the tether sometimes, but I don't know for sure what determines it besides going for it and having it work out occasionally.
It's untechable after a certain percentage.
Well, that's all. That's all techs.
No. Ganondorf's Dark Dive is never untechable.
Oh, well, I mean, that's a unique feature of the move itself. I mean, like, every single tech situation from, like, after you get hit, like, if you have bounce off the wall, right, it's untechable after a certain percent. Oh, there you go. I did okay. Didn't play as well as I'd like to. Still didn't feel like I was ever really in control that match. Although I did feel like Violet was a little bit worried about losing at the end there, though. I don't know. That didn't kill him. There it is. Wow.
Has Ripper won a match today yet?
She keeps sniping the cannonball. Ooh. That's cannonball with a K, folks.
Very important.
Uh-oh. I don't get to watch this one.
I am also disconnecting.
Nope, I'm
Nope,
good.
I'm still in.
We're good, we're good. She turned on the lag switch. You think the way she just stood there, I wonder if that might have been an actual lag switch.
Ooh. Bold attempt.
Yeah, he had another stock.
I meant
Oh,
Violet's dare.
Yeah. The best thing about reflecting the arrow is that Violet can't do anything in time.
Can he reflect the fully charged one?
I think so, yeah.
Because it's a shield break. I was wondering if it would break reflects.
Well, I don't think it's that high. In order to break a reflector, you gotta have a crazy high percentage. The only time you ever really see reflectors break is either if the reflector itself is really weak or if, like, you reflect something back and forth multiple times so its damage increases. Like, a tree getting... the tree from Villager getting cut down and being reflected, like, 3 times will break most reflectors. But, like, that's a high amount of damage right there. I mean, maybe Omni knows. Omni is like an encyclopedia sometimes. Oh, wow.
Oh no! He went for it.
Hey, it didn't work, but we could just do this. On the other hand, Violet can bait reflectors since the charge itself is cancelable. But if the person's far enough away, then Violet can't really do anything about it except from just causing them to try it.
Also, the one we were talking about, the gold one, is not cancelable.
Oh, that's true. It's a true combo if you panic, I swear.
Everyone's favorite matchup. See you guys in 7 minutes.
3, 2, 1, go!
I don't know why I did side B from there. I'm smart.
Maybe I'll scare him into running away.
Oh, pew pew.
Violet can get stage or quill with deflector when he's baited and the opponent is too far for a direct punish. No, that's true.
Oh, okay.
Just keep doing
That would happen, but
Just
I'll take
make
it.
him do it again.
Yeah,
Depress
you gotta
him.
do that 2 more times.
Just make him so depressed he just dies. The thing that does annoy me about K-Rool's recovery is that there are a few people who can just spike through the propeller, which is at that point it's just like, well, I guess I'm dying for trying to recover at all.
Ganon moments.
Yeah. I don't think it happens as much to Ganon as it does to DK. Bowser's pretty hard to contest, unless you can land it just right. He's just eating the damage for breakfast. And
Yeah, eat that. Oh no, he interrupted my finishing the move.
he's like, mine's better.
But it's not, though. My projectiles are much better. You shouldn't be winning.
Crown's got crazy priority, though. How do you like them apples, huh? I don't need a reflector for this one.
I don't think I'm winning this.
You could. You're at the funny number, 89.
Is that the funny number now?
It's funnier when it's not the actual number. See? What did I tell you? He was just at 180 or so. Ugh.
Bonk.
Why didn't you just tech the ground? You know, we didn't talk about talk too much about those Christmas specials. I did say Charlie Brown Christmas, but I think my favorite Christmas episode of a TV show, kind of hard to say, but I kind of like the Billy and Mandy one, just because Santa's voiced by Gilbert Gottfried.
I vaguely remember that. I don't remember what Billy and Mandy Santa looked like.
Ugly.
Powerpuff Girls had some Christmas episodes with like a big burly Santa.
Do you remember that movie Rise of the Immortals or whatever it was called?
No.
It was like this DreamWorks movie about the Easter Bunny, Jack Frost, Santa Claus, and Sandman, and the Tooth Fairy.
No, I know nothing about that.
I forgot what the plot of the movie even was, but Santa was like this Russian dude covered in tattoos.
Okay.
I think the only time I've seen a reflector break and smash outside doubles was Peach's turnip and a reflector in Melee.
Kids Next Door had a Christmas episode. Delightful Kids went to like influence the list or something. I think I remember liking the Venture Brothers Christmas episode because that one was just really weird for no reason.
That was the one where they had the bomb in the nativity scene, right? The monarch had like a bomb in the nativity scene, and it only would go off when they placed the baby Jesus on the cradle, and they never.
I don't remember that. I remember there being something to do with like a ghost that suddenly appeared and saved someone.
Peach's turnip was set at a weird angle and caused it to reflect repeatedly in the fox's shine, and then it broke and Fox died. Wow, I didn't know that could happen. But it is Melee. Melee's been dug in so deeply, you're gonna find something eventually.
Dexter must have had a Christmas episode.
Oh, I don't
Right?
imagine that it, yeah, must have had one.
I don't remember any. Johnny Bravo enlisted the help of Donny Osmond to save Christmas.
Johnny Bravo kind of had that Scooby-Doo thing where they'd sometimes have just a celebrity cameo for no reason.
Yeah, they did do that.
I remember the Mr. T one. It's the
And then a
Muppets
lot
kind
of times they
has
just
that
have-
same thing where it's like it's not seen as like tacky either. They're just there now. You know what I mean?
A lot of times they'd also have just parodies of celebrities. Like,
We never had Batman on. That was Scooby Doo though.
they had a fake Barry Manilow in Johnny Bravo.
Who voiced Johnny Bravo? Remember?
Jeff Bennett
Oh, I thought it was Bennett.
was like the that guy whose voice you just know because he was in everything in that era.
I mean, in the '90s, there were a lot of voice actors like that. Billy West, Tara Strong, Tress McNeil,
They're all still doing stuff though.
Patrick Warburton, and John DiMaggio. They're all still doing stuff, but those guys were just in everything, and they still.
You know who
kinda
I'm
are.
hearing you know who I'm hearing a ton of lately is Keith Silverstein.
Pete Silverstein. What would I know him from?
What have I heard him in recently? He's the bad guy from Miraculous Ladybugs, like the thing I hear him in constantly.
Oh, okay. I've never watched The Miraculous Ladybug, but I know of it.
He played a big goofball villain character in Amphibia.
Not the King guy.
No, not the king. He was like a one episode villain. He was like a big flamboyant frog.
I see.
He did the like the loosey goosey voice or loose goose. Choose Goose, who was also Jeff Bennett, by
That
the way.
was Jeff Bennett.
King K. Rool wins.
Vector the Crocodile was Keith Silverstein.
Okay, in Sonic X.
Ario Speedwagon and JoJo. Hisoka and Hunter x Hunter.
Hello, Controverse. Controverse Redemption. That's the sequel to Controverse.
Bunch of Bleach characters that you probably don't know. We'll get on to animation. Robin in Batgirl Year One.
Batgirl Year One. What's that one?
I don't know what that is. Yeah, he's
Oh.
Vector and Sonic Boom.
Oh, is he just Vector's current VA?
I guess so.
Forgot to change my name back. It's Dreamer Kid. Dreamer Kid! Wow, I remember you. Oh no, Mac.
He was in Sesame Street as Ziggy the Rapping Zebrasaurus.
That's a cool name. Why can't I think of things that cool?
Yeah.
All I got is Myrtle.
Oh, and he was the bad guy in the first My Hero Academia film. That's where I also heard him recently.
Well, I don't know most of those, but I know Vector the Crocodile, so. He's not my... Honestly, my least favorite Vector voice is the one from Shadow the Hedgehog. Although, he sounded better in Sonic X. He just forgot how to do the voice for Shadow the Hedgehog.
Yeah.
My favorite is always going to be Mark Biaggi, the one from Heroes. He's got that New York accent. Dawn, I forgot to pay the electric bill at the office. That's one I always remember him saying, because if you stand around, he'd say that. And you'd hear it all the time if you play as Espio and go invisible. That and Charmy going, I'm bored. I don't know what Espio's is, because I wouldn't hear them unless I was playing as Espio. I liked Espio's voice in that. I like Espio as a character. I like that he can be a lot more, he's, like, serious because he's a ninja, but he's with the chaotic, so he's just goofy by approximation. He's not, like,
Yeah.
so overdone like Shadow.
He's their straight man, but even so.
Yeah.
The fact that he's, like, being a ninja in modern times makes him unintentionally silly. Oh, and he's Simon Belmont in this game as well. It's Keith
Oh.
Silverstein.
Okay. Classic performance.
current voice of Dalsim.
Who'd you start with again? You started with
Me, right?
Was it you, or was it the duck, or was it that other person?
It was the person before me.
It was the person before you. So whoever that is. I haven't fought you yet. I also haven't fought Dragonite yet. At all today. What do you want for Christmas, Zelrog?
I don't know. Forza Horizon's on sale.
I didn't know you liked the Forza games, but that's it's just funny. What do you want for Christmas, little boy? Gosh, I don't know. Forza Horizon's on sale, I guess.
I liked Burnout Paradise, and we haven't really gotten another game like that since. The Horizon games are similar, but they don't have as much like collectibles.
Actually, I kind of like this idea that some kid is just telling Santa this at the same time. Like, he's just, Forza Horizon's on sale. I mean, I really liked Burnout Paradise, but they're just not making another one, you know? Uh-huh.
Santa, do you know about the Mega Man Battle Network collection? It's coming out soon. I've always been a big fan of those games. You ever played one?
I mean, you only work one day a year.
Santa's Twitch channel. That's an untapped market. Someone could be the Santa on Twitch. Like 364 days a year. It's mostly a very...
Oh, come on, are we doing this? I was about to say, are we doing this again? I don't want to see them dancing for an hour and a half. Oh, that was an ugly
No one can
snort.
land a kill move. There they go.
That was a really ugly snort. I apologize.
It's a very kiddie show for the most part, but I love the dude's performance as the bad guy in Miraculous because it's one of those characters that's just so stupidly over the top. He's so into it, it just becomes great. It's like the Monarch in Venture Brothers.
Or Doofenshmirtz.
Yeah, they love being a bad guy. It's such a corny ass voice.
A smash attack? Patty the smash attack!
Who voices K. Rool in Donkey Kong 64? Was it just a Rare employee?
Chris
again?
Sutherland. He voiced pretty much everyone except for Candy and Tiny, I think. He might have voiced Tiny. Yeah, Chris Sutherland, he did all the main characters, yeah, and then he didn't do DK, that was Grant, but everybody else, including all the enemies, sounds effects, and K. Rool, that was all Sutherland. Because he was just like a sound guy, I assume. So he just did all the voice acting because he was just the only one who did it. It's kind of like Conker's Bad Fur Day, where Chris Seaver voices everybody except for Barry and the Queen.
Well, that game was known for being like
No, it
a
was
very
just Barry.
in-house kind of. They don't really care that much production.
Yeah.
Conker was always a little bit
it
of a
was
shit.
It was essentially just a one-man show. I mean, always, but like that's... The funny thing about Conker is that it's not really a series. I mean, yes, it has more than one game in it, but like, there's the one game that no one cares about, the only game that matters, and then a bunch of cameos and like one or two side projects, right? It's essentially just been that one game forever.
It's the only one that really matches the identity as is in the public perception.
Yeah. It's just a very
Imagine
long
they
episode of
kept
South
going
Park.
with it in the same way that, like, Jack and Daxter took a game to find its identity that everyone kind of knows it by now.
Yeah. Well, Conker's Bad Fur Day is one of those you had to be there kind of things, I think.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't, like... There are a lot of games like Conker's Bad... Well, not like in its gameplay sense, but like its style of humor and its character design. Oh my goodness. A mistimed cape. I don't think Gex even, because Gex wasn't vile. Gex just made a lot of movie references.
It tried to do a similar thing as Conker, I feel, just
When I was
a lot tamer.
When I was playing it with Celeste, we kind of agreed that we think the game is at its best when it's just doing video game like trope nonsense. Like
Which
when you
game?
have to Conker's Bad Fur Day. When it's like you're making fun of video game platformers and the things you got to do in them, like you have to help people just because they're asking, right?
Yeah.
But then it really takes a nosedive when it starts doing the movie parodies.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Once you
They-
get
they
to
really-
once you get to Spooky and It's War, it like, oh my gosh, that is just so bad compared to the rest of the game.
If they really pigeonhole themselves for the gameplay elements of those movie parody sections.
Yeah, it didn't help that it has these really bad third-person shooter controls. Woo!
Oh, unfortunately,
Yes!
oh, he didn't make it back.
K-Rool does, DK does something cool. Crowd goes mild.
That's because the crowd is full of Kremlins.
Ugh, got me. Whoops, that wasn't supposed to happen.
Bold move, Cotton. Shame it didn't work.
Oh shoot, I beat reversed! I beat reversed my neutral special and died for it. Hold on. Yes!
Just gotta get a little higher first.
Yeah, excuse me. DK needs to get his like his like railing chair. Oh,
You know, last game I was able to do this without any rails. What would be the most inappropriate male voice to cast DK with?
ooh, I don't know.
I'm thinking like either John DiMaggio as Bender, or like the guy who voices Deku.
I was gonna say something like Ninja,
Ninja?
the Twitch streamer.
Oh, the streamer, yeah.
That would be pretty unfitting. I guess it also depends on like how you do the characterization, because I would say that DK's cartoon voice is pretty unfitting in everything but the cartoon. Was it Helix you started with? Yes. Yes, it was.
You just you get used to it in the DK cartoon.
Well, the
though.
DK cartoon makes DK a lot slimmer, a bit more of a doof. I think that voice fits him there, but if it's like game DK, no, that doesn't really fit him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Mario's voices are all in the cartoons are all pretty fitting. I think they do like if you want that like New York gruffer Mario voice, that's fitting. I don't mind either, if I'm totally honest. I think they both work. Either Martinez or theirs impression for it. Now DK and Ganondorf have the same voice actor.
Now?
Yeah.
Did they not previously?
Well, until Jungle Beat, they didn't. Specifically, Ocarina of Time Ganon, I should say, which is the voice that they're using for this.
It was also the No, I always get this confused.
Takashi Nagasato, I believe is his name.
I always get this crossover confused with the Japanese Vegeta is the Japanese Captain Falcon, right?
Oh, yeah. Can she come back from that if you, like, Flame Choker off stage?
No, no one comes back from Flame Choke.
Oh, that's right.
Unless they mash out, in which case, yes, she probably could.
It's so hard to mash out, though.
It is. It's almost impossible.
It's way too fast, unless he's trying to get you at 0.
CPUs, however, somehow able to do it every time.
Because they have perfect, they can mash once a frame.
No, I'm good. You come here.
Nice parry.
Still alive. Thank you.
And there it is. Oh my goodness. I can't believe Double Helix fell for it. Not many professionals.
Either. No.
Yeah, no. It's not easy.
It's so...
And if you're like above 20, it's pretty much impossible. I hate
It's
mashing
so
as a
impractical
mechanic.
as to almost be not a factor.
I hate mashing as a mechanic because of what it does to my controller, especially the sticks. I don't even touch the stick when I mash anymore.
Yeah. Oh boy, here we go.
I don't know how you have the presence of mind to mash Flame Choke.
You have to be anticipating it, right?
Yeah. At that point, you might as well just roll away. Or use a better option. Why are you Falco? I guess you had that glitch where you didn't pick a character, where you picked a character and you got one you didn't pick. I've had that happen with Mario, where I was picking Banjo and I got Mario instead. I'm like, why do I have Mario? Did you mean
Did
this
you not
character?
intend to pick Falco?
I mean, I don't know if that's what it is, but it could be.
Watch him, like, beat me anyway.
He's just a stupid little Rivali.
Rivali with a gun.
That would have improved. That would have improved Breath of the Wild, I think.
I also keep forgetting that Falco's never
Rivali's
crosses
Glock
up.
is now ready. In fact, most don't bother and sometimes even bait out Flame Choke in the Door's recovery. Well, yeah, I do too. A lot of the time, I'll just kind of hope that he's going for Flame Choke as a last-ditch effort.
Oh, usually it's my first thing I go for. Last ditch nothing.
When you're off stage, you don't use it. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, if I do, I do if I want the suicide. Yeah, I can't get away with I can't get away with whiz kick and neutral on this person. Usually I can just because of online. Not here.
That sucks. That sucks 12 times. Probably a quicker one you could have done, but hey, maybe not, actually.
Quick, Ganon.
Don't do it!
Why not?
You're gonna die first.
Man! We're at 2 stocks each.
Yeah.
And I was at like 100%. He was at 18%. I wanted to reset.
Well, also, you died for it, so that's why you don't do it. Don't do it again!
No, I'm not going to take him off now. I'm a stock behind. I'd lose.
What was the move called in Melee instead of Flame Choke?
Dark Dragon? Or something?
It was essentially just Raptor Boost, yeah, they didn't really change
Gerudo something?
Gerudo Boost. That didn't kill. That did!
That did.
Alright, well now what?
65. Maybe just gotta play
Gerudo
more
Boost.
careful.
Okay. It's literally just it's like all the other naming conventions of clone moves in Melee, where it's the same. It's either exactly the same, or they changed one of the words to make it signify that it's a different character.
Wow, that clanked?
Like
Wait, it crosses up when it clanks.
Something about that feels
That's right.
flat.
Unfortunately, he's Falco, so he can make me approach.
I'm pretty sure that like Falco's up special is called Firebird, While foxes is called Firefox. The Gerudo have a lot in common with raptors. Oh, do they now?
Yes! Please?
How did you do that? How did you do that?
Man!
I can't believe you did that.
Probably didn't deserve that.
But everybody misplays sometime. Why does Ganon
Why
have
does
that?
Ganon-
It's his up
It
tilt.
was-
Why does Ganon have an up air? I don't know. You're right. He shouldn't have anything, just only on the ground.
Ganon Redemption.
Just remove his jump button entirely.
That's the ending hitbox of his up air. It was much bigger and sent more downward in Smash 4. So this is actually the nerfed version.
Does it send you downward? I thought it just sent you back.
It sent you back and downward in 4.
Oh, okay.
And was easier to hit. Stop that. Oh, what? This is one of those skinny characters that I can't F-tilt after the flame choke. Oh. Maybe it's my internet.
Is the House of Rog suffering?
I don't know. Usually I'm pretty good.
Wii Fit Trainer is reformed Ganondorf, you see. Oh, is he? Okay.
I'm not doing anything nefarious, Link. This is my weekly yoga class.
I do Tai Chi.
I have to do it in the Arctic so I don't hurt anyone. Yeah, get back here. I'm not done with you.
He's done with you, though. There we go. What is that voice you do for Ganon? What is it, like, based on? Doesn't sound like any...
It's just an old gentlemanly voice, I guess. It's kind of a little bit Chris Lee-ish.
Make it a tad deeper into George Takei.
Hello. I much admire Ganondorf's musculature.
Yeah, that does sound pretty good.
Nope. Roll left. I mean right. Shit, he did go left.
I love Ganon's voice in the cartoon because it's exactly like that thing I said earlier about the Birdman villains.
He just sounds like this. We need to get the Triforce.
What about, have you heard Mother Brain's Captain N voice?
Yes, it just sounds like Little Shop of Horrors. And Samus never appeared in that show.
Like a gospel singer. They got to voice her.
Feed me, Samus.
And yet, Ridley appeared, but he was like some weird Kraid-looking dragon in Captain N.
Yeah, he was like green. Kraid also appeared. He was orange.
But Kraid was like the smaller of the two.
Yes. I mean, look, in the NES game, they're the same size.
Captain N is the pinnacle of like just not doing your homework and not caring about a show.
That's a good point. But they made a whole episode about Tetris, so like, what do I know? A connection error has occurred. I don't get to watch this one.
I am punching and kicking Mario. Mario is approaching the fireball.
You don't have to give a play-by-play when you're in the match. It's gonna distract
Now
you.
comboing me with many up airs.
Oh my gosh, nobody can watch it. You guys have a private lobby. Captain N. Who else was in Captain N?
Yeah, show us some Captain N stuff. I up tilted him.
Somebody
Man!
modded, we have a mod for Mega Man to make him look like Captain N Mega Man.
Mega awesome.
Actually, it doesn't look all that bad on normal Mega Man because normal Mega Man has a better design. You know, it's kind of funny that Pit, of all characters, got to be in this show because I don't think people really cared about Kid Icarus as a game back then.
Yeah.
It was one of those earlier titles that just kind of came and went. By 1990? Are you kidding? No, they were talking about Zelda and Mario and more stuff like that. Metroid. Not Kid Icarus.
I've heard it said that Kid Icarus is a game that starts its hardest and gets easier because you get more items.
You get more items and health the longer you go. Yeah. It's also a game that can have a bad ending if you're not careful. Yeah, Kraid and Ridley did appear in the game. Samus did not, supposedly because they didn't know who Samus was, which is crazy to me.
That's the guy in the spacesuit, right? That's the big burly space marine.
Yeah. I found some concept art for Captain N, where originally it was going to be all animated, no live action segment at the beginning, and they gave Mega Man parents, who are not Dr. Light, by the way. They're like 2 robot adults.
Okay, that's how that works.
And they even had a bird based on this artwork. And they all had visors. Huh.
I wonder what they would have sounded like.
The mom probably would have been up like this, and it's like, "You're never home. I never get to see you."
Yada yada yada. And the dad would probably sound like, I don't know, something stupid, most likely, because they both look dumb. Mega Man having a family of like an actual mom and dad sounds really, really bad. But even in his concept art, he's green. Cat. Oh,
I won.
but King Hippo.
What if it was?
King
The
Hippo
dad would just
isn't-
be Mega Man's voice, but lower.
King Hippo is not blue in this concept art. And it looks like Donkey Kong Jr. was going to appear in the show, although he never appeared in the actual show.
That's right. King Hippo was one of the main lackeys, right?
It was Mother Brain, King Hippo, and
The
Eggplant Wizard. Yeah. Dracula appeared, as did Alucard.
Alucard, you incompetent buffoon!
Why are you skateboarding around the castle?
Bummer.
Out of here, lamoids! I hate my dad. He killed my mom. He got my mom killed by the townsfolk.
Then I was a child. I fought ancient demons. No, sorry, that was Alucard. Different character. Ah! My Dark Dive hitbox is silly, but it's not quite that silly.
Ah!
Ah!
Bye!
I gotta stop going for that.
I do it every time. And even
Well,
when
no,
even when no one's chasing me, I do it just to extend my recovery a little bit.
I used to go more for aerials against DK. I'm trying to do like Dark Dive more. And I died more for it. How dare you?
And I made it back. That was a 0 to death.
Yeah, spot dodge that.
I didn't. Well, I was trying to stop. I should have just shielded it. But I was trying to stop a giant punch.
I was waiting for that.
Ugh.
Come on.
How did I mess that up?
It's maybe a little optimistic of me. Oh no!
Oh, I thought you were gonna aerial me. You made a bad call. If you just did an aerial, I would have died.
I shouldn't have even gone out. I was being greedy.
Well, you would have killed me if you just did an aerial.
Or you would have dodged and I would have died.
I didn't dodge, though. I can tell you with 100% certainty, I was not thinking about that at all. You know, I feel like Captain N could be actually a pretty cool show if they did it again.
And
But,
just
like,
actually knew what shows
Actually
they were
knew what
working
the
with.
shows. Yeah, all these video game shows came out like way too early when they didn't know anything about the games, or they just didn't care. Well, that's what I get for waiting to see what he's gonna do first.
It's okay. You won. Did you win the last time you two fought?
No. But he did say I was getting better, so I'll take that as a compliment.
I feel like we've been doing better against Whipper lately. I don't know if that means that we've gotten better or if he's getting rusty.
Could be either.
What time is it? It is almost the usual ending stream time.
It is, like 20 minutes. Dang it! You got me. I didn't roll behind him.
It's a shame that the Captain N didn't last into the Super NES era, because that's kind of when most of these series found their identity.
That's true.
And we also would have gotten Captain Falcon.
For what it's worth, it ran alongside Super Mario World.
Which I think itself started airing before the game came out in America.
Yes, I believe so.
And that was after they had the actual names for the Koopa kids. In the Mario 3 cartoon, they all had weird, different names.
Yes, but they kept the names from the old show because they
Oh, did they?
yeah, they just kept the old names.
All three shows were the same studio, right?
Pretty sure. I mean, it was all Deke. Dang it.
Dick!
I didn't think I would get anything off of that, so... Oh, that works.
Okay, that works. Oh, I got kicked.
Well, at least everyone can watch from me. Wow, really? My nair just missed entirely. That was so open, he was just standing there. I forgot that Palutena was in the first Kid Icarus. I thought she was the character they made up for the Uprising, but no, she's in the original.
Barely.
Barely, she's at the end.
Captain N.K. Rool, but they give him the yeah voice.
That lumbering fool Donkey Kong!
I actually really like K. Rool's voice in the cartoon. I think it fits him perfectly.
What was it?
It
No,
was-
I know about it. It was a kind of piratey voice.
No, it wasn't piratey. You're thinking of Captain Scurvy. It would be like, first we will bide our time, then they'll make them think that we are participating in the ceasefire, and before too long, that lumbering fool Donkey Kong will never see what's happening.
Stewie Griffin, got it.
A little Stewie Griffinish, yeah, a little bit more like I'm surrounded by idiots type character.
Remember Valmont from Jackie Chan Adventures?
No, I didn't watch
I liked
Jackie
him.
Chan Adventures.
Oh. I don't think it holds up that well, but it was fun at the time.
I know a lot of people liked it. What was the name of the sister? That was his sister,
sis-
right?
The little girl was his niece, and her name was Jade.
Jade. And who was the grandfather, or his dad, I guess?
Uncle.
Uncle.
Just Uncle. Uncle Chan.
Uncle, niece, and Jackie. Wow, conveniently no direct familial relation.
He was a Chi wizard.
Wow. You ever looked
Also
at
voiced-
oh, go on.
What? He was also voiced by like one of the two guys who voiced every kind of stereotypically Chinese old man character. It was Mako and that voice actor.
I loved Mako. He has such a good voice. I wish he was still voicing characters. I wish he got to voice Aku on the last season of Samurai Jack.
I assume it was Alec Baldwin,
It was Alec Baldwin.
who replaced him as Iroh.
I don't think it was Alec
Or
Baldwin.
Greg Baldwin? Something Baldwin.
Yeah, Alec Baldwin is like the actor.
Unlike the people we're talking about.
No, they're voice actors, not actors. Yeah, it was Greg Baldwin.
Yeah, that was his replacement for Iroh.
He was like his apprentice, essentially. It's not exactly the same, but it is pretty good. I just wish that they could have gotten that Mako did live to see the end of Samurai Jack, because oh my goodness, I loved listening to his voice. He had this jovialness to him in his Aku voice that was just so good.
Yeah. He was a cartoon villain like no other.
Yeah. I don't know what he sounded like as Iroh, though. Although I imagine I'll just be hearing Aku come out of him if I ever go back to that.
He was just a lot calmer.
Drink tea. But Grandpa, it is hot leaf juice.
I want them to... surely someone on YouTube has, like, swapped voice clips between Iroh and Aku.
Probably.
Uncle, it is hot leaf juice.
Insolent fool!
It's like the video of Darth Vader with Episode 1 Anakin.
Plankton in perfect cell.
I went to college! They do sound very similar. I did it my way. Wouldn't a back throw have killed? Maybe not.
I feel Whipper tends to sandbag when he's winning.
Intentionally.
That is what sandbagging is.
Oh. He's trying to go for something cool.
Give those silly fools a fighting chance.
Hello, Ethan the Best. I'll let you know right now we've only got 12 minutes left of the stream today, so you may not get a chance to play. And then, of course, K. Rool's minions were like, you got... Well, actually, they're both idiots. And it's not like... And it's
Clump
not
and
like...
Crush It?
Clump and Crush It. One was dumb, like dumb as dirt, and the other one was dumb as bricks. It's just different flavors. Well, see you later, Starfumi. What if it was Starwoomy and it was an Inkling main? I think that would be better. Change your main.
They have to change their name in game as well.
That's a good point.
3, 2, 1, go!
What did Whipper start with? You? You beat me.
Yes, it was me. He's probably going to be able to play for the rest of the time. I mean, that's fine by me. So I have this Captain N Google search still open, and I'm finding a lot of people's like fan designs of like an older N with like a beard and long hair, like like Kratos. Well, if
Son of
Kratos-
Captain N.
If Kratos had hair. Oh yeah, they had a Mega Girl. Not Roll, Mega Girl. They picked some weird games, like Puss in Boots based off of the Toei movie. They had a Bayou Billy episode.
There's also a Donkey Kong arcade cartoon, right?
Yes, there's Donkey Kong and Donkey Kong Jr. I don't know who made them. I forget which studio it was. It might have been Filmation. But it was Mario and Pauline chasing DK all around the United States, mostly trying to get him so that he could go back to the circus. And then the DK Jr. show was Scooby-Doo. Except, imagine it was just Shaggy and Scrappy, and that's your show.
People love that. Those were like people's favorite characters.
He would go, monkey muscle, and then like run right in and make a big noise. I actually kind of like Mega Girl's design. It's cute. It's better than Mega Man's.
What was it you said that after a time of Scooby-Doo, they decided that Shaggy and Scooby were the only characters people liked?
Yes, that's why in the Scrappy-Doo episodes, it was only Shaggy, Scooby, and Scrappy.
And how long did that last?
A season, I think, before they moved on to the next Scooby-Doo thing. And there was another one that only had Shaggy, Scooby, Scrappy, and Daphne. And I don't know why Daphne, but...
It's a weird choice.
Yeah, I would have picked Velma. Because I think in a group like that, you need someone intelligent. Not that Daphne's dumb, but like, you know, it's good to have somebody with actual experience doing, you know...
I guess she still functions as a straight man, but...
Yeah.
Well, that begs the question, what were Fred and Velma doing?
Whatever they wanted to, I guess. Scrappy-Doo is a very interesting case study of a character. I don't know, he definitely wasn't the first of these types of characters. You could argue that Huey, Dewey, and Louie were the first of, like, we made smaller versions of our main character to hang around with.
He was a great example of how not to do it, though.
Oh, no. It's just interesting because he's so reviled. I'd argue that he's not even that bad compared to some other versions. He just has such a bad reputation because everyone's seen Scooby-Doo.
Yeah. Even in, like, serious stories, it's really hard to make, like, the tag-along kid trope work.
Yeah. I mean, it's part of the reason why people hated Temple of Doom. Although there are a lot of stories with that where... You know what I remember? The Darkstalkers cartoon.
There was a Darkstalkers cartoon?
Yep. And they had a kid. Like a self-insert kid character, kind of. Not self-insert, I guess, but like, you know what I mean. Some sort of blank slate kid character that you could put yourself onto. And he hung around with the Darkstalkers, and they were fun, you know. And, of course, you know... The game's really not for kids. I don't know why they decided to turn it into a cartoon. But
I assume the cartoon version of Morgan was less lascivious.
Well, she looked ugly, if that's what you mean.
Okay.
I don't know if it was intentional or not, but she just has a very generic, like... Kind of a voice that sounds kind of like the stepmother from Cinderella, you know, that kind of voice.
Yeah. Because that's, like... That's dignified. That's what a vampiress. She's a succubus, right?
And I don't think Lilith existed yet, so they didn't have her in the show.
Felicia?
Felicia was there. She looked exactly the same, which I was surprised by. At least I think. What did she look like in that? Yeah, she looked pretty much exactly the same. The animation in this show is ugly. The plot is bad. The characters don't have like the dynamic that the characters should have. It's kind of like in the Street Fighter cartoon where everybody's just either on Guile's side or M. Bison's side. Also, that was really good.
They should have just had everyone swear like middle schoolers. Then it would have
Apparently
been like the
Guile-
most popular show on Netflix.
Apparently, Guile is actually the main character of Street Fighter originally, which I, well, in like Street Fighter 2, which I didn't know. I thought it was Ryu, but no, it was Guile. So like all that stuff making it out to be Guile and the Freedom Fighters versus M. Bison actually wasn't too far off.
Okay. That is strange because Ryu was the main character of Street Fighter 1.
Yeah.
Well, him and Ken.
Okay, they changed Felicia's design slightly. It covers up her entire chest instead of just the nipples.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was expecting. All right,
But aside from that,
Whipper.
aside from that, it's surprisingly similar. I mean, there are a lot of superheroes who have designs about as scantily clad as that, and they were in kid cartoons. But yeah, no, this cartoon sucked.
I don't know if I brought this up on stream before, but I feel pretty sure that Starfire's Teen Titans cartoon rendition was inspired by Lum to some degree.
Maybe, but have you seen Starfire in the actual comics? She's got way more scantily clad outfits than that.
Yeah. No, that's because they had to update her look. They couldn't use her comic appearance for a kids' show.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe it might have been partially inspired by Lum. I think it's more likely that if it was a factor at all, it was a minor one, as opposed to just trying to make her normal outfit more appropriate for a for a young tween audience.
Well, it's not just the outfit. It's the two-piece outfit. Her hairstyle has a lot of very specific similarities. Her characterization in the show is basically the same as Lum.
What was her characterization in the comics like? Was it not bad?
I know her backstory was much darker. Included, like, full-on rape, things like that. So, obviously, a lot of that isn't going to be adapted.
I didn't know Lum acted like that, but I guess it makes sense where she would, like, have problems saying things correctly, but in, like, a cute, socially acceptable way.
She does have, like, a weird alien mannerism to her speech, is the idea.
Yeah.
Much like Starfire in the cartoon. There's jokes about her being a bad cook, specifically in the sense of making, like, weird alien foods. Same as Starfire.
And she's got weird names for human things.
Just very kind, affectionate sort of person.
Yeah. Innocent.
And specifically the hair dongles. That's a very Rumiko Takahashi design. Starfire's like hair dongles and pronounced bangs. I feel like it's really apparent if you compare everything side by side.
I'm really not a fan of a lot of the adult Starfire designs. I feel like she's...
I don't like her comic designs at all. She
feel
looks
like
40.
Yeah. I think this younger Starfire is actually a really good idea. It was a really good call for her. But some of them, I think in Young Justice she looks okay. But that's kind of like making her Teen Titans design a little older.
Oh, that was my last dog.
You had no chance.
I thought I had one more stock. I don't know why I thought that.
You can't count anymore.
Yeah, clearly.
It looks like I got to do the last match of the day.
Oh, good luck. There's round 3. Wicker versus Whipper. I'm sure you can take him.
We'll see.
Oh,
Yeah.
also they both fly and have energy powers.
I didn't know Loom had any powers.
Yeah, she can fly and she can control electricity. Just alien stuff.
Are you gonna watch that new one?
Oh, yeah. I'm waiting to see if it gets a dub, which I'm really curious about, because the original never got a real dub.
They got a British dub, BBC.
It got a British gag dub for a couple of episodes, and it got a very bad dub for a couple of episodes. And that's all it ever got. The movies were dubbed by a few different people. I don't know why just the movies. Kind of a weird choice. Oh, the armor. Oh no!
All right, I'll take it.
The spike hitbox is closer to DK than it looks like.
It's actually pretty far too, though. You can go impressively far away.
Is that death? Not quite.
Nah, not yet. Oh, that
There
was
it is.
that was mistimed.
I'm
Wow.
surprised he's not checking these.
I'm surprised he didn't tech that one. Maybe it's just. I mean, he could. You know, it could just be a mistake. Or maybe he wasn't expecting the speed.
Just keep going for it. It'll work eventually.
No!
Oh.
On the wrong side. Oh well, GG. I didn't do too well today. You had some good matches though.
A few.
Very bad. Anyways, that is
Happy holidays.
Oh, yeah, well, yes, that is
Ho ho ho.
ho ho ho, or I don't know any Hanukkah things or Kwanzaa. Did Kwanzaa already happen?
I don't know.
Did Hanukkah already happen?
Oh.
It might have. Anyways, that's all from us for today. Thank you for coming along and playing with us. If you liked what you saw, join the Discord. Follow me everywhere. Seriously, I mean it. This is my friend Zelrog. He streams too. Be sure to check out his content on Fourth Seat something.
Fourth Seat Studios.
Fourth Seat Studio. There you go. I'll be seeing you guys later. Have yourselves a very merry little Christmas. And oh, actually, well, I mean, I'm gonna be streaming tomorrow for some art stuff. But have yourselves a merry Christmas in case I don't see you before then. Bye bye.